Hello, the world, people, and...
in-betweens.
Well, aliens, if you listen to this, and if you are, please don't look us for this.
More importantly, I for one welcome our new alien overlords if they're listening.
No, if
Hail Hydra.
if they're listening to this podcast, they're leaving.
All hail in our great leader, prt2.
If they hear that
Leader of the alien words.
if
General of the great Carthaginian army.
if aliens' idea of Earth comes from our podcast,
We're all fucked.
they're not coming anywhere near the planet.
You fucking lighter have dropped it.
We'll be a level 20 quarantine planet.
We really would. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the David's Latest Issue podcast. I'm your host, I'm Mr. Vegas. That's Mr. Fat Man T. I'm
Hello.
not doing the bit today because I can't be fucked. I refuse to do fucking shit 2 days in a row. That's just gonna kill me. So, you're not getting your special intro tonight.
I don't care.
So, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, Crypto Scams Part 2.
Yes, Crypto Scams Part 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Vegas has realised in the last couple of seconds that Mr. Vegas is in fact a fucking silly Billy. Because Mr. Vegas is going to have to leave at some point in this podcast to get his other pouch of tobacco. Because the pouch of tobacco I've brought with me is almost empty. I have misremembered my own ration supplies. So
I want to interrupt us for Tyrese. You're better than I am. They're going to have to deal with kids all week.
Yeah, true. Instead I've been dealing with dogs.
Yeah.
It's been up and down and touch and go and round, and here we go. So
Anyway, yesterday we covered the Mr. Beast crypto scam, which is, again, being generous in that one. I can say it's shady,
I
but I can't say
wouldn't
outright
describe
scam.
it as a downright scam. Like,
Yeah.
he's definitely pushing the boundaries of
I think-
scams and
okay.
straight up fucking fraud, but
Okay, let's put this a bit generous. Either his or someone who's working for him in his foundation is doing it.
let's face it looks a lot more like a tag team effort than anything else, but
Yeah.
it's either way, silly fucker needs to watch what he's up to.
Yes.
Speaking of Mr. Beast, actually, before we get properly into things, I was on my telephone earlier today, and I was on YouTube, on my business account, my Mr. Vegas account that I have set up, and I'm just flicking through YouTube as
Yeah.
you do, and believe it or not, Mr. Beast came up on my recommended feed.
Oh, did it now?
It did quite coinky-dinkily. And the video that came up, I sat and watched it, it was actually quite entertaining. So, it was essentially, right, do you remember that season of Bear Grylls The Island, where they
Yeah.
got like fucking 10 men and 10 women to face it off?
Yes.
Right, he basically did that in the forest,
Uh-huh.
with 2 teams of 5, right?
Alright.
And whichever team lasted the longest won $500,000 to split between them.
Right.
Right, so a team of 5 women, team of 5 men, right? So everyone on the winning team would get $100,000 each, right? Now here's where shit gets fun, right? This is where strategy comes into play. If you were eliminated from the game, say like you gave up, and your team won, you still got your share of the winnings.
Alright. Odd, but never mind.
Yeah, so the women team came up with what I can only describe as pure genius as a strategy. 3 out of the 5 women went home like immediately. Like by like day like 15, there was like no, I think it was day 12. There was 2 women left,
Yeah.
and like the whole women's team got together and like discussed of like, okay, here's what we're thinking of doing. Does anyone want to volunteer to be the ones that stay behind? And 2 of them just said, yeah, fuck, we'll do it. And you know what they went on to win?
Right. I'm sorry, but
They
that...
actually pulled it off. They kicked the shit out of the men. No, like they kicked the shit out of the men at it. Like I watched it. They did really fucking good.
Other than some very pussy men.
They were. I'll be honest. They were some pussy ass men, in fairness, but also.
But you know, on a pure context of other competition, the girls would have lost in my book. Because the fact is, they discussed the big fighting. No, we can't do this. Use this Tuesday and I'm going to fuck off. I said, right, fuck you, you're not getting anything.
No, because like the reason they got away with it is because Mr. Beast kind of made it quite apparent. This is a strategy you're allowed to do. So I think it was like day 4. He mentioned, oh, by the way, if anyone goes home and their team wins, everyone gets the money.
Yeah, that's my
Like
problem.
I think he purposely that up to be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna try that strategy because that sounds interesting.
No, that's
and
more
they
like-
very much did.
No, I think it's more cases. Well, we've been accused before. Like, he knows who the contestants are, and so he said, "We're not doing this. We'll be there for a few days, but we're not spending 6 months here. Get fucked. We won't be paid."
I think it lasted 60 days.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head. I think it was like day 60 when the last guy tapped out. And he was just like, no, I can't do this anymore. I want to see me family.
That's what I'm saying. It's because that's what we've been accused of a lot. Is like a lot of people take part on actual like random chuckle fucks, like his friends, and the commission of that rule is like, we won't get paid, but we're not going to do this full thing, and that's why that's a similar rule for. And that's why YouTube telling us to shut the fuck up. No, it wasn't.
Either way, it was a good video. I enjoyed it. I rather enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. It was the second ever Mr. Beast video I've sat down and watched, and it was quite enjoyable.
Oh well. Oh. Well, speaking of a few things that's happened recently, the final experiments happened now.
The flat Earth
one, yeah.
experiment, that is, but just, you know,
Yep.
there are people that might misremember certain historical events and think you're talking about something very fucking different.
Yes, wrong one.
Yes, because that particular final wasn't an experiment.
That was final
it
solution, actually,
It was a
that
final solution, but some people misremember history facts like that and get words mixed up. So we have to clarify what we're referring to in that
Yeah,
regard.
the flat Earth final experiment is basically a couple of globe Earths, couple of flat Earthers went to Antarctica.
That's been showing up even in like my personal YouTube feed.
Yeah,
and I don't really watch that type of content on my personal YouTube
Yeah.
feed, and it's even been put up there. It's a huge story, right?
It is because it's one thing is, if there's a 24-hour sun at this time of year in Antarctica, then the flat Earth cannot exist.
Yes.
Is the only proof without actually saying, well, I want to see space myself. Like,
Yes.
You know, because the 24-hour sun in Antarctica can't work. No matter what money you have, a flat Earth can't work there.
Can't work, no.
Although most flat Earths now are basically saying that the video's been faked. My best one was like, oh, they're in the studio. You see the lighting here. There's a studio lighting. It's like, are you fucked?
Yeah, like, have you ever been in a studio with studio lighting? Like, you don't sound like someone who's been in a studio with studio lighting. It's...
Oh, my favourite one was one of the guys basically screen recorded when the time lapses,
Yep.
then reload that into compression of like video software.
Yeah.
So it'll be compressed to be sent by the internet,
Yep.
compressed on YouTube side of the algorithm.
Yep.
Then
Compressed again.
because it's screen recording.
Yeah.
So we're already losing quality here.
Yeah, we're down a couple notches in quality.
Then compressed again when you load it into a video editing software, because video software always compresses it.
No, video software compresses on export, not import.
He was using Pro Max, which compressed on import.
No, and even Pro Max now.
No, it's changed
compressed
that.
on export now.
Oh.
Yeah, they've changed that.
So he set it to run in 4K,
Mm-hmm.
right, on his editing system, and he was going frame by frame.
Okay.
Now, one of the frames, the sun's slightly blurry.
Yeah.
He goes,
That'll happen.
He goes, that's 3 lights there. It's like,
No.
no, that's fucking data compression.
Yeah, data
Then
compression.
he's going to go through the scene and look, we've got 4 like frames here, but only 3 frames for this one, 2 frames for this one. It's like, it's compressed, you twat.
Yeah, like the video has been compressed. Of like the way compression works, it basically cuts essentially what you would call useless frames out of the video,
Yeah.
so it takes up less space but still runs for the same length.
Or compress the frames
'Cause
into one slide.
Yeah, because it basically cuts frames it doesn't need anymore and then extends the length of frames.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing that, like, when I learned it while doing like a little bit of video editing when I first started, baffled the fuck out of me at first.
Yeah.
Is that frames can be different time lengths.
Yes.
That it's so hard to wrap your head around it and actually explain it in words accurately of,
Right.
because like you think of 30 frames per second, therefore a frame in your head must be a set thing. A frame is a set amount of.
Yes.
No, it's really not. Like, because 30 FPS in one video can be completely different to the 30 FPS of a different video because the frames are completely different timed.
That's the point.
It's really weird.
Because a lot
It's really
of
funky.
people link FPS rates we have like for video games and frames in a video of the same thing. Because anyone has never done any...
They technically are, but they're not at the same time.
Yes.
It's really fucking hard to explain it.
Best way to explain it is I've done like scenario film editing before.
I've done like film editing, I've done video editing, I've done fucking animation work. Like I
Yeah.
understand both
I was doing for pure
versions of FPS, and like it's they are the same, but they're not the same, and it's hard to explain.
Because I've worked with like 8mm, 60mm, and 32mm films. Right, it was a hobby I was doing, and you have to be very careful on flame rates when you run the cameras.
Yes.
To get things run right on the
To get it running at the right frame
speed,
rate.
frame rate, yeah, on the screen. So actually, everything's either stop motion or actually sped up past where it's gone for nuclear on your ass. Right, it's very interesting. Like Super 8s, they run at about 28 frames a second.
It's about that, yeah.
Give or take. Now, on an 8mm frame, each frame is about 8 millimeters wide.
Yes.
You know, so time length of the frame going past the camera at that speed is very short.
Yes.
So that's why you don't get a lot of like film per reel on an 8mm on a Super 8. Whereas a 32mm, a 32mm frame, passing the screens lasts longer, so you have to get a faster speed on it.
Yes.
You know, it's weird because when I was doing like editing out like some of our video stuff on here, and that you see, you can stretch out like a single picture frame for like covering in 20 seconds.
Yes.
And that's a single frame.
In fact, you can theoretically on editing software, you can extend a video frame that's a static image to be as long as you need it to be.
Yeah.
There is no upper cap on it.
Then when you're doing that one, then you like put a little words on top which change.
Yeah.
In bracket framing for timelines.
You basically, rather than using the images like a video frame, you essentially use it as a back frame, and then like your pop-up words act as
the frame.
Condensed video frames that basically flash up for like say you've got say 12 seconds worth of footage of that animated word popping up, then it fades out. 12 seconds of the next one in, fade out, so on and so forth. It's really fun. Like it's one of those things where like if you've done video editing, you understand exactly what what we're talking about. But if you haven't, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. A frame isn't a set thing. There's like standard frame lengths that like people work with, but they're not guaranteed across the board, and it's really fucky. Like it blows your mind the first time you learn this. It's so it's so weird.
Because digital frame rates are much faster than cinema frame rates.
Yes.
Especially the big people.
Unless I'm doing it, and like, because I like working with much longer frame lengths.
Yeah.
Like like when I do a lot of like editing work that's like video. Because I do like a lot of static video work.
Yeah.
Where it's basically like those like
Blocking.
solid picture frames, where like the frame isn't moving, the things are moving over the frame. Like those frames, I usually extend those out to be like fucking like a solid like 3-4 minutes, and then like I'm doing like word work over the top or animation work over the top, and some like my animation frames, I like to have those be like around like 0.35, 0.4 seconds per frame.
I say,
and then still running at about 60 FPS.
IMAX and that type of stuff. You know, those are they're basically moved on to digital now a long time ago.
Yes.
So basically projectors stuff like that. Even then though, with the big cinemas, they generally do a slow frame rate for doing the cinema productions. Then you would get say like on Netflix or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think the reason why they didn't say they do it for is because when they do the projector, they have a dedicated system for the projector which is universal across the world.
Yes.
So they're not. Whereas at home, because depending on what your rig you're using,
your
kind of
frame rate
affect
can
your
be
frame rate for like streaming and stuff like that.
Just wild, depending on what you're using at home. Like the differences can be leaps and bounds between two different systems. But
well, yeah, because say if you think about this, but my system is a 12 gig lock RAM with 16 gig VRAM.
Yeah.
With a 4-bit processor built in. The one I give you is got 4 gigs, but it's only got one processor. Running I think a 32.
I did a stop motion project when I was at the school, and I'll be like most hellish fucking bit of animation work I've ever worked on. Right. Go ahead and guess the length of our frames.
Well done.
Right, just like how small a frame we were having to fucking do stop motion around.
0.1 seconds.
0.015.
Wow, oh, that's painful.
Smoothest stop motion I've ever fucking seen.
Oh yeah, that's
but also hell to try and animate.
That's pro level stop motion.
Yeah, because like we weren't doing stop motion in the sense of like how you'd think of you load up a thing on the computer, you have a little digital guy.
Yeah.
No, we were doing motherfucking claymation stop motion at 0.015 second frames.
Wilson Gromit and the Caroline type stuff.
Oh yeah, bless us, right? Like I was still this was at primary school. I was a student. I would have been 10ish when we did this. We managed to pull a full 30, the full fucking feature.
Yeah.
Like it was a full. I think it was think the final product was like 35 minutes. Was like the full video.
That's a lot of pictures.
Consistent 30 FPS the full way through it. We were so fucking like impressed with ourselves.
You can think like,
but we all wanted to die by the end of it.
I mean, the most common people think of is Rubber Chicken.
Yeah.
They do stop motion a lot, and they basically run theirs. I think it's like 0.01.
Yeah, they're like right down to like they're working on microseconds.
Yeah, I know Caroline, like Wilson Gromit, that was 0.001. Caroline, the latest one.
Do you mean Coraline?
Coraline, yes.
The fucking button eye ladies. Yeah, Coraline.
That was at 0.00012.
No, you've added an extra 0.0012.
I'm sure it was like...
No, it's 00012.
Anyway, for you and pleasure at home, here's about the final experiment. For a quick ganders at it.
Because Coraline was animated in microseconds, not macroseconds. You added an extra.
I know it's one of the recent ones done. No, I don't think it was microseconds. Was because the thing at the time was.
It was that Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio you're probably thinking of, because
No.
that was filmed at the microsecond mark, and it was reportedly hell.
No, Now for Christmas.
I could be saying like recent, like that wasn't a decade and a half ago.
No,
as well,
I was saying it wasn't recent one. It was an old one because it was. It was
I
like,
think it was one of the first animated films done at the macrosecond.
yeah, because that's the whole point we were doing it for. Tim Burton was like
Yeah, basically showing the
how
fuck
smooth
off.
it could be. Yes, how it could be. It took like 5 years to film the whole fucking thing.
That's what I love about Tim Burton. That motherfucker just shows off for fun. It's great. Yes, this is the final experiment we were on about, by the way, in the North Pole with the flat earthers.
Yeah, it's like midnight. It's good, but it's kind of like.
Sun is out at mid city in Argentina.
I think Will Duffy is a glober.
This is also midnight.
I have no clue.
I don't want to journey follow.
And there you go, everyone.
Yeah, that's the sun.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know what I want to know though?
there's the sun.
How did these fucking chuckleheads get the clearance to go to the North Pole?
South Pole.
Oh, is it the south they're on?
Yeah.
I thought they were doing it at the north, right?
No,
That makes
south.
more sense. I was gonna say.
That's Arctic, not Antarctica.
Ah.
You can see everybody's.
No, anyone can go there. It costs you a bit, but
That's it. Like I know anyone can go to the South Pole because like we don't really use it, but the North Pole's like a bitch to get access to because you got to ask so many countries for permission because they
Yeah.
all technically have a claim, but they don't have a claim at the same time. And there's all those science bases and shit there with the
Yeah.
penguins and
South Pole's piece of business. I think costs like 10, like 15, 13 grand to do it.
yeah, like realistically, like you don't even have to do paperwork. You can just buy a boat and go there. No one fucking cares. Like
Yeah.
the North Pole's where all the important shit is, so it's really hard to get there. But
I mean, it's called based on the South Pole, but not many.
There's going to be another live stream from here.
and even then, they don't give a shit if you turn up. Like so, if you just don't touch anything, they don't
Yeah.
care.
Everyone, we're now over 2,700 people live, which is pretty incredible.
Very thankful to be here.
Must be freezing their asses off.
All you know, it gets that code is no longer a code anymore.
Ah.
Very thankful to be here.
It's a weird one.
Incredible place. And these are
So
all
cold it burns, you know, like.
No, the problem is what hits you with most coldness isn't the actual temperature; it's the wind
True, yeah.
that does most of the damage with coldness.
ideology.
I mean, it's still dangerous there, but
Ridicule and there's
the sun actually is quite warm in the sun because the sun hits the.
I say there's like no fuck all clouds or anything up there.
Yeah.
so
Also,
it's
also the fact that like snow reflects heat quite well.
it does, to be fair, yeah.
Hence why the way sunglasses for is like, why was sunglasses in the snow for? Because snow blindness. It's a fucking thing.
Yeah.
opportunity.
That's what the sun's like right the fuck in the air, so like,
Yeah.
you know.
Check out our live stream of the sun on Rumble, and I believe a member of
Where's Wally? He's one of the Wolfpack. He was in the original 24, and he's
We have set up for us by ALE.
So what basically the experiment was running.
Filming the sun.
If I remember correctly, that experiment it's got basically a kind of cylinder diameter, and sort of cameras on the parabolic. I can't remember the name. It's a triple mount, which follows terrestrial on a single axis.
Yeah, yeah.
So it follows something, then moves on to the next camera, then follows on. So basically, got a constant look at the sun all the time, going right way around.
I think is it a parabellum mount they're called?
I can't remember. I know the name because
Parabellum, it's something like that.
one of the proofs of like the flat of the Earth's globe because this mount doesn't work on a flat Earth. Because of the thing, it's the one I can remember, but I can't remember its fucking name of.
I've heard of them. I'm the same. I don't remember their name.
Yeah.
Like,
Realize that
I look a fella.
called the shill. for just saying that. And you know what? If you're a shill for being honest, so be it.
Yeah, he's one of the flat earthers.
There was no 24-hour sun.
I just like feel him down there. Because they come down there with us. That way you can't say we faked any results and all that type of stuff. And all that.
Which fair. I'm surprised anyone took him up on it, honestly.
Feel him did.
I'm quite surprised. Like,
some of mid-tier flat earthers, but not like the really big ones. Didn't do it. It's like, I don't feel like it. You're fucking lying to us and that type of stuff. And you go try and kill me.
Which, like, how up your own arse do you have to be to think someone's gonna kill you because you think the fucking earth is flat?
Yeah.
Like, how fucking up your own arse do you have to be to think
So yeah,
that?
Lisa's been great. She's
Yeah,
right.
it's-
We're really bonding.
It's fucking dumbasses.
It's
Yeah, so shout out to the final experiment. They're doing some cool shit.
the channel, everything they've done on it, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might check it out actually in my free time, like see
Oh.
what they've been up to.
The time lapse. So you see, that's how they've set it up. So the camera's going around constantly. Got one
Constantly
camera
just
tracking,
keeping track of the sun itself.
and the light sensors there tracking it all the way through. And that. This is the video downloaded by the guys about doing it frame by frame.
Yeah.
This is already a time lapse.
Look at those fucking mountains too. They're pretty.
Yeah. There's a point he was on about. I don't go back up. Ah shit. No, wrong way. Right, it was here. So you got drift here.
Yeah.
See, that's fake.
Yeah. No, that's just compression. It'll do that.
Then he stopped it here. And he went frame by frame. Like on here, saying there's we get like certain frame. About here, you can say like it comes to the 3 light beams, that type of stuff.
Yeah. Video compression will do that to a light source though.
Then the little bump here going up and down. It's like it shows how fake it is. Like yeah, it's
Yeah. No, that's just.
it's a
video
time lapse. It's
compression
compressed, then stream compressed. Then
Yeah.
you know.
It's like for the record, like it's a thing that like YouTube has fucked in terms of video editing
Yeah.
as like a concept in people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
Is so many YouTubers use time lapsing now.
Yeah.
And have done like since pretty much the dawn of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They're like most people who don't know video editing assume time lapsing is like dead easy to do. Like
Yeah.
it must be like one of the first things you learn. No,
No.
it's like a really advanced skill for video editing, and it is a bastard.
Yeah, because you see,
Like-
you can see this one stretches a little bit.
Yeah,
That's because it's overlaying 17 frames in once,
they are. Yes.
trying to pull in as many.
Like time lapsing's it's like video editing in general is a bastard, but time lapsing is the bastardiest bastard of video editing, I argue.
Yeah, so they got that camera there fixed on the sun itself, and it's set to follow the sun all the time.
I tell you the only bit of video editing that's a bigger bastard than time lapsing, fucking green screen work.
Yes.
I fucking hate green screen work
Again,
with
it's one of those.
passion.
It's one of those people because like got software that does it like automatically, shittily automatically,
Yes.
but does it automatically
Or,
on
see if-
OBS,
see if you have
YouTube.
to do it by hand, like
Yeah.
doing fucking frame by frame, fucking scene masking. Oh,
Yeah, because of the way like
oh,
OBS
it's
works.
hell.
OBS works and like the overlays, you get like the blur
Yeah.
motion, that type of stuff, and green screen, that type of stuff.
I
on
mean,
the
like, don't
OBS.
get me wrong, a lot of those fucking softwares are really fucking good at it.
They're
now.
good, but they're not perfect.
Yeah, like the one that's on Discord. Discord's
Yeah.
like back overlay that it can do for you.
Yes,
That's really impressive shit. It's
it is.
really
You're doing
cool.
it quite a green screen for that one.
Yeah,
It
like
just-
it's really fucking good.
you know, it's
But
not.
also,
It's also if you get the slightly wrong colour can. It's like whoa, I vanished.
yeah, you know, like that's what there's a lot of like cases in video editing where you have to do like some green screen work, where software just can't keep up with what the fuck you're trying to pull
Yeah.
off, and it's hell.
That's what they moved on from. That's what green screen phased out. They're now using grey screening.
Even grey screens a pain in the bitch.
It is
Like-
because using it more for stop motion now.
Yeah, like, cause, like, I like when I'm doing any kind of green screen work, whether it's static or video, I usually use a purple screen instead.
Yeah.
Cause purple's just so rarely a pigment in any scene you're gonna fucking work with ever.
Yeah.
It's like I'll usually use purple because a lot of software prefers working with purple over green. But like even then, it's a bastard. Like, cause like I especially find it's hellish when you're doing static fucking green work, because like at least with video green screen work, right, is you're not doing all of it frame by frame, because like your masking basically carries over the frames. So like it's basically you do it on one frame, and then you go by frame and just adjust slightly to kind of like keep up with movement, and it's not too bad. With static fucking edit work, oh my god, it's hell. Like if anyone doesn't believe me, right, go get an old photograph, right? Get any fucking photograph and glue it to a bit of coloured paper, right? Scan that digitally into your computer using a scanner or printer, and then go try edit the purple out. Like try and edit out that background.
Yeah, you go. This
It's fucking hell.
Witsit, I think it was, said it was green screened.
Fair.
Because one of the things he said green screened because he had a Chrono system set up on his OBS when he was streaming. Got to turn it off.
We've all been there.
You know, it caused a bit of fuckery. But, what's Cece's? Let's see. What Cece's going to say.
Oh dear, it seems like somebody's upset CC.
He's Welsh.
Yeah, it's Creaky Blinder.
Creaky Blinder.
Yeah.
I hate that pun's funny to me. I don't like that I understand that joke.
Yeah. Now, figure out...
Like, I really hate that joke so much. But I'm also kind of impressed by that joke, because that works really well and I hate it.
We don't Creaky Blinder got involved really in Flat Earth's like, boredom. But he's a graphic designer, video editor, and I think got green camera specializations.
He's in a similar boat to me then, of hates his life.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He goes on like full on like mixed studio down his basement.
He's in the same boat as me of regrets his life choices.
Yeah.
I see it's... He regrets his hobbies of choice. I see it's...
Yeah.
Seriously, I fucking regret getting into photo editing so much.
I mean, he doesn't do like...
I regret those decisions.
Haven't do many live streams. To be honest. But he does like a lot of like these type of videos.
Like pre-record,
Yeah.
shouting at the void kind of stuff.
He's one of the few ones I first got into when I first started like looking into the flat Earth stuff
Yeah.
a long time ago. But this is CC. He's a functional adult, oddly enough.
Okay.
He has a wife and a kid.
I'm back.
So 2 kids, and he's still married, oddly enough.
Oh, is this the guy where like there's a video of his wife coming and just going, oh for fuck's sake, Tom, stop it?
Yeah.
Like, is he talking about flat earth shit?
Oh yeah, I mean, hang on, try that one first. To get an idea.
So I've heard you tell me about that fucking clip of just his wife coming in, just being like, could you stop it now?
I just want a divorce now.
Good. You should see a psychiatrist.
Eh?
I can imagine Cece's wife turning around being, you should see a psychiatrist. That sounds fucking beautiful.
Right, this is the thing you can't. This is a video by Fat Dirt, but the
fuck Alfie.
the voices are real on this one.
Right.
This is not the scale, of course. When I grew up, the solar system was stationary. The sun was standing.
Idiot. You stop this bullshit. Fucking idiot. It's beautiful, my god.
You know the original video that his face looked like being kicked, like someone just kicked a puppy in front of him. It was brilliant.
That does sound fucking good to see, like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's hard to find that clip because it is on more like long form runs.
It's like one of those clips where like Cece's tried to get it just fucking buried forever. Just
Yeah, but
I would.
If you do like sort of a short now, when CC says about bullshit. Because he thinks like trying to hold like a solar system, like this is like not just skill, but it's like the sun, and he just walks back on. Stop saying bullshit, you fucking idiot! Just walk past the frames, like what are you doing in your kitchen?
doesn't even stop. He just keeps going. Just fucking
Yeah.
doesn't stop to talk to him. Just talks and walks. Just
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
And cause he does a lot of it in his house, like rounded by, it's like, oh, you're brave, idiots.
Yeah, like who's that stupid?
Once again, at the expense of me. Wonder who he's talking about. It couldn't possibly be me. I don't think so. What? You were the ones that keep watching them and sending them to me? That's right. Uploading my videos,
Another one-
turning my words into...
Because another one you go after, because CC goes after Kent Hovind a lot. I'm sure you know who Kent Hovind is.
Vaguely.
He's the guy who says he's a scientist because the Bible's a scientific textbook.
Oh, right, yeah, that is.
And he's got a degree in he taught science at high school.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a degree in science, where it turns out the degree in science is from the Christian university.
Ah, right, okay. So he knows next to fuck all about science.
Yeah, then he in that dino land in the desert,
Yeah.
saying prove that dinosaurs weren't real. And shit like that. It's like, oh, you're a special flavour of them.
I have a very heavy Staffordshire sitting on my lap now. It's great. I have a baby horse using me as a chair. No, absolutely not. Lie the fuck down. Thank you. For Jesus.
What do you mean? Well, I wouldn't dream of doing something so childish.
I was in the car, standing still in a parking lot, and I felt dick.
Yeah, we've got parking lots like that in the UK as well. Okay, well, I wouldn't dream of doing something so childish too frequently.
But the truth is that we are stationary.
Then I will say to you the same thing I say to every other flat earther. Prove it then.
We're flat. We're covered with a dome. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. And we didn't make this. God did.
Ooh, that's a bit low, Chris, isn't it? Blaming
Did he?
the big G for your own shortcomings. It's nobody's fault you're a flat earther apart from your own.
That's right.
I know. That's why I said it.
God loves you.
Do you know who he reminds me of? Actually, this Cece.
Yeah.
Like, you ever seen the show Desperate Housewives?
Yes.
Right, do you know what the guy that played Orson back in like season 5 of Desperate Housewives?
Not really, I didn't rewatch it. I know of the show, I didn't rewatch it.
Right. Tell you what, pull up a Google tab, right, and type in Orson Desperate Housewives. This comes to mind because I've started fucking finishing Desperate Housewives again recently.
Why?
Because I like Desperate Housewives.
Oh. No, bad boy.
Yeah, no, leave it. Right, ORSON. Space
Orson
bar.
Welles?
No, that's the author. DE. There you go, number 2.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, do you see it? Do you see what I mean?
I know about now.
I can never remember the actor's name. I just remember him as Orson from Desperate Housewives.
Wasn't Hodge. Look, Cam McLaren.
Yeah, because he plays the dad in the Fallout TV show for people who aren't as old or gay as us two. Like he plays
quite odd roles, like psychopath roles all the tough time.
Yeah, he's usually like a psychopath or like a sociopath or just a cunt. Like in Desperate Housewives, he played a sociopathic cunt, and it was quite impressive.
The problem is, alright, I think what gives him looks like a cunt most times is the hair.
Yeah, it really sells him as just a dickhead. It's great.
They changed his hairstyle because it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
But that hairstyle that you give him in every fucking scene, like, yeah, you are a cunt.
Do you know what's fun about like that dedicated hairstyle that he has in like everything? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's like he does his hair like that on purpose. That's not like the Hollywood departments being like, hey, do your hair like a dickhead. He just likes doing his hair that way. It's really fun.
And again, that one broke the car for to take care of a child for gay sex. Like his face was like, that is the face of a paedophile.
Yes.
You know, a little wiry mustache, the glasses half down
Orson's
the nose.
face is the face of a dickhead.
Yes.
If you have a dickhead character in your show, you hire this guy because he looks like a dickhead. It's
especially a power hungry dickhead because like.
Yeah.
Think with this right. That hairstyle, and 3 characters got the same one. Spider-Man, the very first live action version we did with the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Same haircut.
What was his name that played Goblin? Fucking
Bacon. Not Bacon.
No, it's not Kevin Bacon. It's the one that looks like Kevin Bacon, but isn't Kevin Bacon.
He's also in.
So he came back for the new one. It's fucking.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
That's really annoying because he's a great actor.
He is. I do love him as an actor because he's also in Boondock Saints. Yeah, because
he's very similar to Jim Carrey in the sense he's got like that kind of plastic face, if that makes sense, like a Play-Doh face.
Play-Doh face, but he's got a wide, because he has played some good scenes where he plays good guys. He got a weird, like, trying to go, you know, he's like, oh, I'm funny. I'm psychopathic funny. Like, oh shit, he's mentally ill.
Yeah, it's like the scenes in Spider-Man where like you see the Goblin take over. Like he's in like normal mode and then the Goblin kicks in, and his face completely changes. Like he looks like a different fucking guy.
I love it like with Jim Carrey, like, because Jim Carrey has this ability where he can change his face features so easy.
Yeah.
everyone seems like almost like a bit prosthetic. Like, no, that's
No,
his face.
That's his face. 'Cause, like, and he proved it as well, like live on camera,
Yeah.
like on a late night talk show. I can't remember which one. I want to say it was Jimmy Fallon or some shit. But he's getting interviewed, and he smurfs his face to look like fucking Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
And he's a spitting fucking image of Clint Eastwood in that moment. You're like,
He's one of those really.
it's a shapeshifter. Get him.
Yeah. He's one of those really freaky people. I think it's like when one in every million people can do it.
Yeah.
They have complete control of every muscle, like
Like
will
every
control.
muscle. I'm sorry if it
of
was
his
Jim
face.
Carrey especially. He's got bone structure control. He can put bones in his face.
Especially when you think
to do
about
it.
when he did the Grinch.
Yeah.
That smile would go.
Yeah, he can just do
Like,
that smile.
whoa, because someone do like shit.
So little of that smile was prosthetic. That was just him
None of it was.
doing it.
The only perspective was like from like here up. Like
There was a little bit like around here they did.
That was like
on
fur?
his,
the little fur
what
on
are
there,
these
but
called? Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Like on the cheeks of his face.
very little bit.
A
Most of it,
bit,
like from the face down for like the mouth and the eyes,
yeah.
was just his face. Like,
It's really impressive.
oh, that's creepy.
Like, it's why I will forever argue that Jim Carrey being in The Mask was fucking genius.
It was, yeah.
Because so little of what The Mask had to do in that movie was CGI.
Yeah.
Like, all of it did get CGI'd, but like it was like enhancement CGI. Most of it was just Jim Carrey actually fucking doing that with his
Yeah.
face, and that's terrifying.
Because one of the best ones, like the alright then.
Yeah, like the way he can like animate his face as he talks, like it's so cool. Like the way he can even animate his body, like in Pet Detective especially, like that dickhead smarmy walk he has that like
Yeah.
looks like he's walking 15 FPS.
Yeah.
He just looks fucking stupid, but he can actually do that.
Yeah.
That's what that's not the frame fucking up or video editing making him look weird. He physically can walk.
It's
in
one
a
odd
manner
facts
that
about Jim
looks
Carrey
like
as
that.
well
It's
is
weird.
I think he's like a fourth dan black belt in judo.
Yes.
You would have think looking at the fucker.
Yeah, no, that he's like I think it is judo. Yes. There's a lot of guys in Hollywood that are surprisingly.
Because my most best friend fact is Jimmy Oliver, that Prince of Twig.
Yes.
Right, he actually is a world champion ping pong ball player.
Yes.
He's even beaten Chinese players
Yes.
easily. It's like no one beats Chinese players, and I was watching him do it. Like, oh,
It's like the one that like got pointed out to me fairly recently that still scares the shit out of me, right? Is if Jim Carrey teamed up with Keanu Reeves and fucking I can't remember. There's another actor anyway that's like you wouldn't think looking at him, but he's like secretly good at martial
Michael J.
arts.
Fox.
You're right, it's Michael J. Fox. Thank you. If those three teamed up, they could kick the shit out of Chuck Norris.
Yes.
Because Chuck Norris only has a white belt in I can't remember which martial arts, but
He's got two belts. He's got two martial arts. He's got white belt in karate because he did it for
karate. That was it. Thank you.
But what people assume was what he did, Chuck Norris, was he did kickboxing.
Yes.
Was his main style.
Yes. But even then, because they don't have a belt system, so you can't mix it properly.
No, they don't.
Like, whereas, like I said, Jim Carrey's black belt fourth dan judo, right? Keanu Reeves is a black belt in karate, a black belt in judo,
Yeah.
and I believe, if I remember rightly, he's like one of the mid-level belts for Krav Maga.
No.
If I remember, I know he's done some Krav Maga.
He did some Krav Maga for one of the
I
movies
can't.
he did.
Yeah, I know it
But
was one of the John Wicks he did it for.
His
but-
main one he did, the third one he did was the one I did, Taijutsu.
You're right, he did Taijutsu as well. And then Michael J. Fox, if I remember correctly, is a black belt in something else.
Michael
I
J.
don't remember
Fox
which
is a
one
black
it
belt.
was.
He's another one karate. But he's like a 9th level dan. I think he's in.
I believe you're right, I think it was 9th Dan, yeah.
He did Shuriken, and I believe he also did Kempo. And that, which everyone who tried to do Kempo, don't. It's painful.
So all three of those guys solo could theoretically beat Chuck Norris in a fight. But all three of them teamed up would definitely beat Chuck
Oh, no.
Norris in a fight, and that's terrifying to
No,
consider.
no, they can because what do you call he? Michael J. Fox has beat the shit out of Chuck Norris.
I can believe that.
Because he's beat the shit out of Chuck Norris, and he's beat the shit out of
I want it to be
Die
Jean-Claude
Hard.
Van Damme.
Die Hard.
Oh,
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, thank you.
'Cause Bruce Willis slapped his wife.
That was gonna annoy me.
Because Bruce slapped his wife when he got a bit drunk, and Michael J. Fox says I want the comment, and Michael Johnson just went ham on him and just beat the crap out of him.
Oh hell yeah! I tell you the two people I want to see Michael J. Fox beat the shit out of though one day.
He won't do it anymore because he's
Oh, I don't
Parkinson's.
care. I want him to. Like I want him to overcome paralysis to do this special for me.
I got proud.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I want him to beat the shit out of Jean-Claude Van Damme because I don't like Jean-Claude Van Damme at all. He's a dickhead. And even bigger, even better, Steven Seagal.
Seagal.
I know it's Seagal, but it pisses him off when you say Steven Seagal, so I call him Steven Seagal because we have a blood feud.
Again, with Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal is one of yet another celebrity I secretly have a blood feud with.
Right.
Steven Seagal doesn't know I hate him, but I know I hate him, just like Billy Joel.
See, with Steven Seagal, you got me seeing it now.
Yeah, because it's so much funnier.
Right, is I'm pissed off at him for another reason is I've done Aikido. I've done original proper Aikido. Right, it is a good, lovely martial arts. Right,
I view it like Tai Chi, of like it
Essentially-
is, but the way you practice it is just stupid. The whole fucking slow down, fucking.
You're not slow down though.
Fuck off.
Again, that's not the point though, because everyone's seen of him doing it, they assume that's what it is.
Dude, it's not. There's so many fucking Aikido McDojos as well cutting about.
Yeah,
that
shit ones
teach
that-
the same style, and it's just
Yeah, because of him. But in actual proper Aikido, right, the movements are quite fast and brutal. The main premise of Aikido is what Aikido did was it took a lot of different sword techniques.
Yes.
Right, the guy who did it realized that you take the sword out of the way, you can bare hands, and the techniques still work. Like the more like
A lot of them do. Yes.
stepping, drawing, pulling, all that still works as a thing. And the main premise of Aikido is pin break lock is you attack me, I move out of the way, break, and use your momentum to follow through.
Yes.
That's what a lot of it is. Now, what's the problem with Aikido is it has no, unlike other martial arts, will have that combat point of view where you have this like heavy sparring, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Aikido doesn't.
Which I disagree with. It should have.
Well, where you get that from is in the sword training section. Because unlike other martial arts,
Even then, I feel like it should still have full contact spar available.
well, you do technically. You do, because every motion you do is actually against the person. So every throw you actually do pick someone up and throw them.
Nah, I'd like
Down.
you should have proper full spars of like you try fuck their world, they try fuck your world. Best.
They
man
do now and
takes
again,
it.
yes.
Like that should be part and parcel of your fucking lessons.
They're doing it again, but the philosophy behind Aikido isn't to be like, aggressive, shall we say.
Still, like when I was doing karate, we were doing fucking counter style, and like fucking I think it was like every 3 weeks, if I remember rightly, we did a full contact spar.
Yeah.
Like on lead up to tournaments. We did way more sparring on lead up to a tournament, or
That's
like
the
if it
though.
was a grading coming up, you'd do way more
The
sparring.
reason why Aikido's not classified as competitive is there's no grading tournaments in their style.
See, that's just stupid.
They don't have tournaments. They
They
have
should. All martial arts should have tournaments.
yeah.
I like tournaments. They're fun. I especially like tournaments the way like my dojo handled tournaments, where a tournament was also technically a grading at the same
Yeah.
time, but you didn't know. Because it wasn't every tournament.
That's
my
something
my
you're right.
sensei would do it, but once in a while a tournament would come up, and if you kicked the shit out of somebody that was a higher belt than you automatically went up a belt.
That's what I'm
It was
saying.
really funny.
Aikido is one of those styles which was, again, I think you're right, it was done for Tai Chi.
Yes.
Now, Tai Chi can be a destructive martial art. I've seen it
can.
done.
I just hate how it's taught.
Yeah.
The whole fucking slow down, like yoga, fucking.
Yeah, because remember, Tai Chi was developed as
Gentle.
Tai Chi was developed as
Kill him.
Tai Chi was developed as a style to get a very lazy emperor who was too fucking lazy to fucking wear his own fucking clothes to do exercise.
True, but still, I fucking hate. I hate Tai Chi. I hate Aikido. I hate yoga. Like, because if you ask me, both Tai Chi and Aikido, it's just yoga but punchy. It's punchy yoga.
Now, my big,
and I don't like
see, I have a
it.
big gripe because I was under a decent like Aikido teacher,
Even then, it's punchy yoga.
Right.
I don't like it.
Hang on.
It's not for me.
and one of the things about Aikido is that there's a myth about it saying that no matter what you do, you never beat your sensei
Watch
in
me.
a fight. Aikido versus Aikido mainly. It's not about it.
Either way, watch me.
Now,
Give me 2 weeks Aikido training and put me up against the sensei. I'll kick the shit out of him.
Now, people have seen videos of like the MMA fighters saying, "Oh, I can beat any martial arts. Watch this."
Yeah.
Then
and
proceed
they
to
get
run the
their
ring,
shit rocked.
and the Aikido's one of them. And you think, "Oh, I'll beat the Aikido master." Problem is that when you look at the back of the video, the guy he fought was the first Dan Aikido, so he's basically Uzumaki. Right?
I can beat that.
There's another video where he actually beats the 10th Dan
Yes.
Aikido Grandmaster,
Yeah, I could kick the shit out of that.
and this
too.
guy was literally like a wispy old dude who you think would need a Zimmer frame to walk into the ring.
Yeah.
He walks in, this big MMA guy runs at him, and this little wispy guy just like somehow quantum folds him.
Just and your paper. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Origami.
Essentially, yes.
I can still kick the shit out of that. I don't care what anyone says. I would happily fight an Aikido practitioner now. Like, bring me an Aikido sensei, I'll kick the shit out of him. I don't care.
Hello.
Yeah, you're cheating. You have other martial arts to fall back on. You're cheating.
True.
Like bring me like pure Aikido. Bring me Steven Seagal, and I will kick the shit out of him. I don't care.
My dog can show Steven Seagal. Never mind anyone else.
Let's face it. My dog can kick the shit out of Steven Seagal. Never mind your fucking dog. And my dog's just hyperactive, because my dog has a secret special move that it's developed over like the year and a half it's been alive. That's devastating to all who receive it.
What's that?
The missile.
Full zoom.
Because my dog Echo, right? He's a Sprocker Spaniel, and he has this wonderful game he plays, where he will hide, right, and wait till you're not really paying attention, or more likely you forgot he's in the room, and as soon as you turn around to face his direction, he will come out of hiding and sprint full force, and about 1.5 feet away from you, he will jump.
Yeah.
And he will proceed to headbutt you in the gut, dick, sternum, lungs, whatever the fuck his head hits, that's where you're getting headbutted. And he'll hit you at about Mach 10, because he's a fast little shit. He's the only dog I've ever come across that's managed to outrun me. Like, so you've seen me sprint,
Yeah.
you know, like, you can attest, I'm a good sprinter, I can fucking haul ass when I need to.
Try with a greyhound.
Like, I've outrun greyhounds before, believe it or not.
Fat ones, maybe.
No. One of my friends in Scotland, they got a recently retired greyhound. I think when they got it, it done its last race 2 weeks prior. They adopted that one, and I think it was about a month after they got said dog. I was around visiting, and the dog escaped the garden, and I managed to chase that little fucker down. Now I died in the process because it was a long sprint, but I managed to outrun that goddamn greyhound. I managed to get it into a fucking headlock so I could grab its collar and drag its ass home. Like, it wasn't like a sprint like I had to do with Alfie here, where like it was like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It was a full 40-second sprint to catch the fucker. Because like it'd leap the fence, and like I was like up in the house, so I had to come out the house, come down the stairs, and get to the like gate. At which point he was already he was a speck.
Seems like
I had to fucking full force.
Well,
get
it was
to
blue.
him. It was great.
Right, you chase him down. Right, you sprint off Mach 10.
Yeah.
You try and race around. Eventually, you notice you chase him down.
Yes.
You then turn around.
Yeah, and I run towards you.
Yes.
Now
You
the
know-
dog's chasing you.
15 stone of pure muscle and blubber
Shit, wait.
coming at you with no brakes.
Yeah.
Because I got no brakes. Straight at you, like, I'm dead.
Nah, you just sidestep it. It'll be fine.
Oh no, he was eventually you get so far with him, he cunt like, and dodge you like this.
Nah, just sidestep the little fucker.
Belief on one who demands it, and then makes threats if you don't believe in it.
He has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish where he will send you
It's
to
that
live
guy!
and suffer and burn and choke
Yeah, I
and
love it.
scream and
I can't remember what he says in the meme. There's a meme of him doing a song
but he loves
where
you.
it's like tickle my asshole balls, bums, and fucking sticking balls and titties and
See,
bums.
I would joke based on that one. Right, a guy goes on to hell.
Is this the engineer joke? 'Cause you've told it about
No,
four
not the
times
engineer
for this
joke.
already.
No, I've told this one before, but I haven't told this on the show. Right, guy goes to hell. Sitting with him. You alright, mate? He goes, I'm fine. He goes, well, let's get your car picked out. Car? He goes, yeah, you're in hell. Everyone gets a car in hell. He goes, I'll pick this car. He goes, nice choice. He goes further down. He goes, right, now here's your house. Now pick your house out. I got a house. He goes, oh yeah, everyone gets a house in hell.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it, man. You're staying here for a while, man. You're gonna need it. Guy's house, lovely house, nice big garden, everything, every wish for a house. Massive wall. He goes, wall, looks at the wall. Sees people burning in pits, screaming, hollering. He goes, what's this? He goes, oh yeah, them. They're Christians. They seem to like. What about their guns? Yeah, they seem to prefer that, so we'll just leave them over there.
I can believe it, to be fair, yeah.
Nobody's ever said that to me before. Do you
Comfy.
really think so?
You
You
come.
want a final experiment? Here, I'll give you a final experiment, okay?
Yeah, go for it, CC. You give us a final experiment. But first of all, could you explain to us what's wrong with the one we already have? It leaves this week. Was it next week? It leaves soon. No, it's this. They'll be there very soon.
You take 2 boats around Antarctica, all right? 2.
Okay.
The supposed island on the bottom of Earth. Okay. You take 2 boats, you have Now go around the island and meet at the other side.
You mean like the Oyster 72 Catharsis 2, which became the first yacht to sail around Antarctica below 62 degrees south, which was a significant achievement as it meant they sailed in the Southern Ocean, closer to the continent and faced harsher conditions than anyone before.
There was that 6-year-old lass that did it as well.
I was gonna say, yeah.
At a 60th power level. Not quite, but it was the 60th power level. I think it was like 15. She did a solo run
Yeah.
around Antarctica.
Do you mean the young kid that did it? It was like 16, or the
lass that
old
did it.
woman that was like 60?
No, the lass who did it, a 16-year-old girl who did it.
Yeah, the young kid.
Yeah.
He was like 15, 16ish.
Yeah, she did the 60th parallel.
Yeah, because I know there was a woman who was like 57, 58.
Yeah.
And like, if I remember rightly, I think her husband was like an explorer of some type.
Yeah, he
and,
did
like,
something similar.
the last one he wanted to do was do Antarctica, but he died. Like,
He was a yacht racer.
so, yeah, that was it. He was a yacht racer. So like, she took his old yacht
Yeah.
out and did it as like a fucking tribute to him.
Yeah. So it's been done a few times, this.
It's been done a couple times now. Yeah.
Hold on.
That's the final experiment.
In that case, I will send Will Duffy a WhatsApp message immediately, because if it's already been done, then it's all just a big waste of time and money, isn't it? You did know it had already been done, Chris, didn't you?
But the Navy won't do it.
Yeah, well, the Navy's probably really busy doing naval stuff. But those people I just mentioned did exactly what you just suggested.
Because they know what the results will be.
You mean just like we all know what the results of the final experiment down in Antarctica are going to be, because they are the same results every year.
Because apparently this island's only, 13,000 miles...
Oh, yeah, only.
Yeah, only 13,000
What we're
kilometers.
measuring now at its widest point, Antarctica is roughly 3,450 miles. I have no idea where you get 13,000 miles from, but it's probably the same place you get your information about the shape of the Earth.
So it's fine. Should only take them a day, not even, and they can meet on the other side of the island, and there you go.
Yeah.
That's never sailed a ship in its fucking life.
Yes, no idea how fast ships are.
I only take a day to go to. No.
I think you assume like ships have the same kind of speed planes or a car has.
No, that's like a solid week. Easily.
Longer. And then the fastest of navigation was like around the Arctic run. The race was there 15 days.
I think so, yeah. Because I don't think they've done a full Antarctic race in a while.
No, they do it every year.
They do it every year.
Yeah, 'cause-
I thought they called it off during lockdown. They've yet to bring
No,
it back.
because the world record for like circumnavigating the globe on a boat
Yeah.
is done around the 60th parallel, because that's the shortest distance you can technically do
nah,
it.
that's just cheating.
Was-
Nah, those records shouldn't count. That's bullshit.
Well, to be
You
fair,
have to do it via the equator. Take the long route.
there's things in the way at the equator.
I don't give a fuck. That's cheating. That's what we should do. We should dig fucking canals, right?
Yeah.
Along the equator,
Hang on.
right? To make people circumnavigate that way, right? It only counts if you do it via the equator, or as close to the equator as you can get for a clean shot. Like, doing it via the fucking... That's just cheating.
I think that's what I want. Oh, 2010 show 16.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah.
Laura Decker, yeah.
Yeah. So 16
I remember her, yeah. She was like quite famous for a while here in Britain.
Boat was a 40-foot 2-mast kitchen named Guppy.
I mean, see from here, I thought she'd named her ship Gypsy.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that word looks like to me over here. Like,
Yeah,
I think that U looks like an S to, like a Y to me. Like, I thought she'd called it the Gypsy.
yeah, that's her.
Yeah, no, I remember her. She was quite famous for a while out here.
Youngest person to solo sail around the world.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, that's what, there again, that's a shook.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of routes that should count.
Yeah.
Fucking...
That was a start point. She came down here, threw out, around here, cut down here and up. But most of the world record times are done at the 60th parallel. And that.
Hear me out when I say it looks like quite a pleasant little journey, though.
It is, for the most part, the biggest problem you got.
Probably like when you take that hook down around Africa.
Is the Cape of Hope. Is a problem, and
Yeah, Cape Hope is a bitch.
the Pacific Run, because there's just like nothing there.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. Like, that's... You say that like that's supposed to be a problem of some kind. Like, if anything, that makes that a bit faster. There's nothing to fucking turn around. You just fucking go for it. EST.
Yeah.
SAI.
Fastest sail around the world, 42 days, 16 hours, 14 minutes, 35 seconds. France got a Tresman craft.
No, if you go further down, the current record holders are the IDEC Free, skippered by Francis Joyon, which did it in 40 days, 23 hours, and 30 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah. We'll show his route that he took. No.
Maybe. They might have it further down.
Most of the stuff from Europe. Yeah, he's based on the Cape Good Hope, Cape Hope, yeah. He's based on
Cape
the
Hope.
Yeah, he's done the 60th parallel. That's the only way you can hit all three of those
Yeah.
in one shot. You do the 60th parallel run.
Which again, I argue, shouldn't count.
Yeah, because you go the Southern Ocean around Antarctica. That's what he did.
Yeah, see, that shouldn't count.
Problem is because
That's just cheating.
Yeah, the problem got is because of the Panama Canal. Is the issue
I don't care, that's cheating.
because the Panama Canal could only be entered with engines, and it's a sailing record,
Yeah.
so you can't use engines.
Watch me. They should be allowed to use engines.
No,
Fuck it.
no, the Panama you can't.
They should let you use engines for the record. Fuck it.
Now that's the problem. Is the Panama Canal requires engines to
I
go
want to
through
see
it.
how quickly we can circumnavigate the globe on speedboats. Fuck it. Let us use engines.
So,
Do you think anyone's tried that before? Do you think anyone's tried to circumnavigate the globe on a speedboat? No, not a powerboat, a speedboat. How is it longer? What?
60 days, yeah.
How is it longer? You've got an engine. You're faster. Fucking how? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, powered boat because it's both powered by an engine.
Yeah, how is it a longer fucking record? That makes no sense.
It hasn't no zero counted yet.
Why? I know what we're doing in this summer. We're buying a speedboat. And we're beating that record.
So from Santiago,
Sagunto. Right, so the Spanish currently hold that record.
Yeah, that's where we
But
left
for
from.
the great British people, we're gonna have to rectify that.
That's where we left from.
One of our ancient rivals holds the record. That needs fucking rectified.
Yeah.
Let's get those Spanish cunts shown how you sail a speedboat.
Oh, there's another one here apparently.
That's for the fastest boat in the world.
Yeah, fastest boat. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, so same one's faster, oddly enough.
We're gonna have to rectify that. We're buying a boat and we're gonna circumnavigate the world and we're gonna do it in 30 days and beat both
You know what it
records.
is? You know, we're more insulting for most people. We're doing a fishing trawler. Like
That-
a North Sea
would.
fishing trawler.
That would, but no. We're gonna get the fastest boat we can find.
Probably North Sea fishing trawler.
And we're gonna do it in 30 days and beat both records.
I don't think that's right either, CC. Now, they started in Cape Town, the Republic of South Africa, and they planned to finish in Hobart, Australia, which gave them an expected distance of 17,000 nautical miles, roughly 31,500 kilometers. They expected it to take 100 days in total, and 80 of those days were spent circumnavigating Antarctica. So you may want to fact check yourself on that one, pal. And while you're at
I can
it,
see a
you
way
might
quicker
as well do
route than the one
same
they took.
thing for everything else you
Like,
say.
they hooked in way
Because
late.
it's all
You
wrong.
have to there, but that's where the ice drifts are.
Because
Oh, yeah, fuck,
this,
watch me hook it
we
around that.
are covered with an ice wall. We are surrounded in an ice wall like a pond.
We're all so glad you corrected
That's
yourself there, Chris, because being surrounded
Again, he
by
looks
an
like
ice wall
Orson at a
is
fucking
hell of
Desperate
lot
Housewives.
less
It's-
stupid than being covered by one. Or is it?
Like, you see it, right? Like, it's in the face especially.
It's as simple as that.
Now then,
His mannerisms,
it's
actually.
obvious to me
Yeah.
that Chris knows
He talks with his
how
hands a
videos
lot, he's got
work.
that he's got a similar voice.
He's a bus driver. But what's worse about his guy?
No, he's like an accountant.
Not. He actually his job is a bus driver.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Guess-
he was like making it funny. I was gonna say
No,
that.
no.
He's more like an accountant.
What's worse is for mentally disabled children.
That's just the blind leading the blind, isn't it? Like, you can't have the mentally disabled drive for the mentally disabled.
Not talking about me directly, but just in case he was mentioning me and he's gonna get to see this video. Hi Chris,
Your
thanks for
head
all
is
your help in
very
the
much in the
channel.
way.
And also,
Think you could move
I've
your head?
asked so many flat earthers this
No.
question in videos and
comfy?
none of them ever answer. Why do
This
you
is
say
not whining.
that there's an ice wall
True.
surrounding the... Well, not why, we all know why, but have none of you ever thought of the fact that ice floats in water?
No, it
So
doesn't.
wouldn't even be useful.
Floating ice is a CIA psyop. Just like the
If it
trees.
ever turned out by some bizarre
Precisely as
twist of
pigeons and
As other
tennis.
people to the city underneath
It's
it.
not gonna help you,
As
is
other
it?
people saying there's a city underneath Antarctica.
Comments below, Chris. I'm
It's a
waiting
city
with
under...
bated
How?
Because technically there is a landmass under Antarctica. It's deep, but it does exist.
No, it is, yeah.
And people believe because of people believe it's Atlantis because they believe Atlantis sank during the continental shift back like quite a few million years back when the crust like went did that and they believe Atlantis fell there and then it got froze over.
So morons who've never read the story of Atlantis
Yes,
have a theory about where Atlantis is.
yes.
Right.
Also, you've heard the grown Earth theory.
The what? I didn't actually hear what you said. What?
The growing Earth
The
theory.
growing Earth theory.
Yes,
Well, please don't tell me it's a theory that the Earth's circumference is enlarging.
yes. You know what Pangea is, don't you?
I'm familiar with Pangea.
Yeah,
yes.
the reason why Pangea is now separated from the continent we have is because Earth was smaller and it's expanded like a balloon, and that's
No.
caused the crust to shift around.
No, that's not what causes tectonic plates to move at all.
I
Like,
know.
I may be shit at geography and geology, but even I know that's just not how tectonic plates work at
Yeah.
all. No, don't bring up a video about it.
I'm not.
No, don't bring it up. No, step away from the keyboard.
I don't know.
Put it down.
I was trying to make sure I've got me who. Cause I remember who I first saw it on.
No, put it down, Susan. Put it down.
We're gonna actually find these fucking.
No, don't find his fucking. Put it down.
I can't find it. That's the problem.
Good. I don't want you to.
Fuck.
Good.
This is the Millennium Man. Yeah, I watched like the history of stuff. The historical history one. He covered it
Ah, right, okay.
because he got a degree in geology.
I thought you had a degree in archaeology.
He does. But he started off as in geology first.
Ah, I guess that makes sense. Like, both involve
Enough.
rocks, don't they? So,
He started with geology first, then he moved on to archaeology afterwards. He finally got more passion for archaeology.
yeah, fair. I mean, who doesn't? Archaeology's way more interesting. You know, shit ancient humans built's way more interesting than fucking rocks and shit, innit?
Anyway. That's CC. So, right, anyway, we'll go back and get on to the main topic. So, if you want to do a time skip,
Timestamp? Is that the word you want?
probably, yeah. It's. She skipped about what? I really should say at the beginning of the video, shouldn't we? That this part of the video.
Probably, yeah, but we didn't know that information.
We'll put a timestamp in the description for you.
Will
you
we
skip.
fuck?
Vegas will put in the description for you.
Will I fuck?
It's just.
Like my ass is gonna remember to do that. I ain't even done the paperwork I was supposed to do this week.
Yes, you haven't yet. So, we'll get on to our main topic of tonight, which is the Haktua.
Tua.
Yeah, girl. And her crypto. So, first was some Tom Drake, or Turkey Tom, as people generally know him as. I'm pretty sure it's Turkey Tom, this guy.
That's.
Yes, it's Tom Drake, but we see the guy looks like a lot like Turkey Tom does.
It could be then? I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first seal has officially been broken. It has finally.
Anyways, I haven't watched enough Turkey Tom to recognize Turkey Tom by face or
Yeah.
voice. I know Turkey Tom by Turkey Tom's name being at the bottom of the video.
Yeah, I haven't done much on him either, so it's. I'm guessing at this point.
I mean, fair.
Yeah,
But to
anyway.
be safe, Tom
Dark.
Tom Dark. Shout out to Tom Dark. He did the
Yeah,
video.
this is the first one. It basically overshadowed them with Coffeezilla's one, where he does more in-depth run on this one.
Yeah, he gives out more of the facts and figures, and
Yes.
again, a lot of it's just him interviewing.
Hello, viewer.
Yeah, they're not here anymore. They've come and gone,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
Happened. The natural conclusion to the Hawk Tuah girl's career has finally occurred, and we are here to witness it. Now, when it comes to people like Haley Welch blowing up on a whim, there are generally like three kind of online paths you can go on. The first option is to become a political grifter. You pick a political party, whether it be left or right, and you then pander to that audience and repeat what they want to hear because you know you'll make money from that audience.
That's not us. That's not us. We hit both sides equally.
Yeah. Well, not equally, but yeah.
Okay, admittedly, I've got more hatred for the far left.
As
Because,
if between us, I think it's an equal level of hatred, but
yeah.
like,
I've got more hatred for the far left because they just some really dangerous and cringy bullshit
yeah.
a lot of the time.
It's like I hate both, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
Inherently, just for repeating back talking points. Then, of course, there's OnlyFans, and I think that one is pretty self-explanatory. That being said, I have seen a lot of people clamoring for some Haley Welch OnlyFans, and you know.
No, explain it to us. What is OnlyFans?
No, don't.
No, to each their own. But the third option is, of course, pulling a crypto scam. And it seems like the crypto path is the one that Haley Welch is taking. Although, if she did an OnlyFans, I wouldn't be entirely surprised. You know, she pauses.
Now, quick question. Is that man wearing silver eyeshadow and eyeliner?
I believe it's just the way the light from his setup is hitting his skin.
Yeah, but from this angle, it looks definitely wearing, like... Can you see it?
I can see it, but I believe it's just how the studio light is hitting his eyelids.
Is a good Southern girl, but you know, the internet has a way of turning women into.
I don't think it is.
I don't know. Maybe.
Just like the curve around here is too defined.
I think that's just a bag under his eye that you're looking
back
at
there. Back there. The curve here, where how dark it is for the bottom eyelashes, the top, and that little flick here,
Yeah.
and how silvery that is there.
I mean, again, maybe he is wearing an eyeliner and like an eyeshadow. I don't know.
Something else.
Gotta give him that hawk tooth. Spit on that man, you get me? Hawk tooth. Spit on it.
Frankly, I've heard some people out there saying that it's time for Haley to walk to the nail salon to to get those photos for the die-hard fans that are really going to be jumping in. The only remaining Hawk Tuah fan base after this latest stunt she's pulled. The wall is coming, so it's time to get a move on. Hawk Tuah, Hawk Tuah, Hawk Tuah.
You know what time it is, Hagrid.
Her marine surgery.
What? Oh, the fuck?
What in the name of fuck is that? And where has he found that footage? Are we having a stroke?
I'm both. Probably haven't watched this full video, so.
Are we having? Is that the Grinch and Hagrid at Harry Potter?
Yes,
Doing
doing knee surgery on Hermione apparently.
What in the fuck?
Is this what it was? Here we go, right, here we go.
Hawk Tuah.
You know what time it is, Hagrid.
Her marine surgery.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Hermione surgery.
So recently, Haley Welch, the progenitor of the Hawk Tuah meme, progenitor? What is wrong with me? And also the host of the Talk to a podcast, has
It's
launched
a podcast now.
Yeah, no, I know.
a meme coin, as she calls it.
Talking twat, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I think the more appropriate term would probably be a shit coin, or better yet, a scam. And you may be thinking, okay, well, that's a very big claim here, Tom. What do you actually think about this? Is this actually a scam? You know, there's a lot of shit coins out there. Well, today we're going to explain it. So basically, Haley launches this coin, the Talk to a Hawk Girl coin, and the launch doesn't exactly go that well, and all the Hawk Tuah stands are in shambles right away. Hi, Haley. My $35,000 that I purchased of $Hawk is now $2,000.
That's a drop.
Jaeger, 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve that.
The thing is, I was about to correct you on the pronunciation. I don't think I'm gonna actually. It's just a dangerous username, and I think that's been done on purpose to catch dipshits like me.
Yeah.
That's.
We'll go Jaeger.
That's Yaga. That is.
Yeah.
That man is called Yaga.
I don't care.
Now, that's...
You sank 35,000 into a hot tour. You deserve what you got.
I'll be honest, I've heard people who have put way more than that into this particular coin.
I know, they deserved it. I'm sorry.
Like, there's...
Don't worry, I got some people lost the money.
There's some people I've heard bitching and whining over on crypto Reddit who sank like a couple 100k into it. And
I mean, I was critical of you on this one, and I agree with what Krill said. At this point, they deserved it on this one.
I mean, yeah.
With Mr. Beast, you kind of forgive people by Vesca as Mr. Beast. He's best to make level preferable. With the Hawk Tour girl, you sank 35 or 100 grand into her crypto. You deserve what you got.
I mean, yeah. Especially when you look at where he actually, like, what price margin he bought that fucking 30 grand's worth of. Like, what an idiot. Why would you buy there, you fucking moron?
Yeah. Yeah, you kind
like
of...
a candle height of that, like you expect everyone's gonna dump in a minute, so you wait till the dumps happen, then buy in for 30k. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's...
Jesus. My filter tip, no! It's gone, I've dropped it. Oh no.
We now have flow filter, treasure.
Come hither, you bitch. Come hither.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. You deserve what you got in that one. Look at it, it's still a scam. It shouldn't be scamming, but if you're that stupid...
You have to be a special flavour of moron to fall for something this fucking blatant.
There's YouTube.
Yeah, what was that ding? What do you think? What do we reckon?
Probably TikTok.
You have TikTok now?
Yeah, I put it back on because we're doing that, because we're showing that video from that person.
I made a TikTok special with internet stock that one person, but...
Yeah, it's my original one.
Fair.
When Terra first came out, it wasn't like such a shithole.
Yeah, true.
That didn't last long.
Yeah, because all the young people got their hands on it and...
$1,000 after 10 minutes of buying. I am a huge fan of Hawk 2 but you took my life savings. I purchased your coin that you were so excited about with my life savings in my children's college education.
You're a bigger idiot!
You moron! The full set?
Oh! Oh!
Hang on, wait, what's... About of a supply and settlement? Yeah. You fucking moron. You absolute fucking... just gaggle fuck. How fucking stupid were you, pal?
Oh, that's painful.
What a dipshit.
Right, Bill, investing. Pro tip for you. Don't invest money you're not scared to lose.
Yeah.
Your kid's college fund.
Should be money that you should be scared to lose.
Life savings. Should be money you're scared to lose. It should be money like, say, oh, I could buy, like, I could take that 15th holiday this week. Or I can do a bit of investing. That's the money you put into investing.
Yes.
Not your fucking life savings or your kids' college fund, you dipshits. Jesus Christ.
Like, your investment fund should have similar sources as your gambling fund.
Yes.
And your drinking funds. Money you don't mind pissing up the wall.
One investment always told me was, when you're doing it, is you set up 3 bank accounts. Right, one bank account is for paying your bills.
Yeah.
Next bank account is where your fund money lives.
Yep.
Third bank account is your investing portfolio. And you set that bank account at like 2-3 grand. Right? You keep that account at 2 and 3 grand. Like, say, you take 10% of your actual earnings.
Again, this is not financial advice.
It's not. You put it into that account until it gets to that 2 or 3 grand. Then you stop putting money in. When you make a profit on your investments, you leave that 3 grand back in, take out the profit, put it into your fund money account, and then you restock your account. That way, if you lose that, you're not bitching about it.
You've still made your profit, so it's fine. Like, you're still working at a net positive, so you can put in again.
Say, a lot of people like do gambling, like say, oh, I won £1,000 gambling off £10. I'm not going to take £1,000, keep betting. Like, no, stop.
Yeah, withdrawn like about 900, so you're up. Keep 100. Keep going with the 100.
Yeah, once that's gone, stop. Don't take any more out. Once you've reached your maximum limit you plan on gambling for that night, and losses.
Yeah.
Whether you're up or not, stop.
Yeah.
That's what gambling addiction comes from, because you're always chasing that. Well, if I keep going, I'll get the big windfall. I get the big windfall. I can win all my money back. I win back. You don't.
Yeah, because it's the way I do gambling. Is like earlier this week, I put a couple quid in on my online gambling. I think I put 15. I put in. I pulled that 20 because I got up to 25. Stayed at a fiver. and just played with that for a bit.
Yeah.
You know, like, I lost it, in fairness, but still, I walked away with a profit from my 15
I've seen
investment.
so many times the people playing their whole paychecks in the fucking slot machines.
Yeah, and those people are fucking idiots.
And that, I mean, I've downloaded slot machines, I hate the fuckers, but I download them. And what I generally do is...
I like a good slot machine every once in a while.
It's like, I use a fiver for a slot machine.
Yeah.
If as soon as I win a profit off that fiver, I cut out straight away and don't bother.
Yeah. No, I'm the same. Like, especially because like I do a lot of like online slots.
Yeah.
Like the way I'll normally do it is like, so I've got like a fiver in the account. So it's like, right, I'll go to say Fishing Frenzy because I like Fishing Frenzy. Be like, right, I've got a fiver, so I'll play down to about £2.50. I'll spend about half on this slot machine. See where we get. If we hit like 3 little boats and get the bonus win and we make up to a profit, brilliant. If not, then I'll stop. Like that's kind of the way I basically say I'm gonna play till I hit say £2.50 or a profit, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
And then we hit that £2.50 and I'll go, yeah, okay, we'll go. Or we hit the ding 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 3 boats, right? And we've made 15. Okay, we'll go away now. We've already hit our profit margin. Take out the profit margin, put myself back down to that fiver, go do something else.
Because this scam we'll cover is the casino scam that was brought, that's his latest video. Because that's an interesting scam.
Well, because that's a CSGO casino, but it's still similar principles.
It's still interesting how they're pulling that one off.
Yes.
And how they're scamming the fans. I think we need to cover that one because that's interesting because I was feeling with the rise of esports, that's going to be more prevalent in that one.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say it before the episode, but I'm gonna bring it up now. Is like, cause I've always been kind of gently keeping an eye on the especially the CS:GO gambling scene.
Yeah.
I vehemently disagree with the claims the people involved in that video were making about one another and each other's companies being scams, because both companies I've looked into before in terms of their business practices, both are following gambling regulation.
They are, yes.
Like the only claim that like either side has made in that video where I can go, yeah, that's a fair point, is the claims of like, oh, underage gambling happening. Yes, it does happen, unfortunately, on those websites. It happens on every gambling website.
No.
Even like full brand, like high brand casino websites where they've got the strictest policies, it fucking happens. No, it happens all the fucking time.
My biggest problem with it,
there are young people that want to gamble that circumnavigate your
my biggest problem with where they're doing, where the casino setup, particularly on the influence sponsorship deals, is where you get cut of how much money your fans lose on their site.
Yes.
That is the scammy part of it to me. If they said, well, they're going to give a sponsorship deal, I put these ads up, I get cut of the sponsorship.
Yeah, you get like a set, like you get like say 10k a month just to advertise for us. Yeah. Something like that, like fair.
That's fine for me. But the fact is, you get a percentage of.
I'd say I've heard that claim get thrown around a lot by a lot of people, for a lot of different gambling sites, especially in the CS:GO world. I've found very few cases of it being fucking true as a thing that's going on. Like most of the ones that are doing it, they are the very shady CS:GO companies. Like I'd say maybe 3% of the people you hear accused of doing that are actually doing it. It's about 3%.
My problem is though, there's one.
It's very few that are.
The other one that do though is I think it was like a cut percentage of the total profits they make.
Yes.
Which again is about how much money they set fans. So it's still.
Again, it's not technically a cut amount of like what your fans are losing. It's a cut amount of what every cunt loses. But even still,
it's
like,
still the.
Even with that, shitty. I don't mind that so much. Like that's.
I don't mind so.
A relatively standard practice in business of like, oh hey, you're helping this business, you get a profit cut or a profit share. Like that's. Yeah. Like any other business does that, like as a sponsorship deal. No one bats a fucking eye, so I don't see why it's a problem because it's a high risk product. I don't see. It's
not so much a high risk product. I think for me, it's the reason I call more scummy for, especially like influencers and game influencers at the most point.
Yeah.
Is how much influence you have over your fans.
Even then, like, it's sort of like I call the difference between so like what Mr. Beast was doing with crypto and like people with like CS:GO like sites is like with crypto. It like both crypto and like the stock market, people look at like you understand it's a gamble, but it's seen as like a safe gamble, if that makes sense. Most people would look at a cryptocurrency or the stock exchange and say, okay, yes, I might lose my money, but all the rich people do this, so I'll probably make my money.
Yes.
Whereas with gambling, everyone fucking looks at gambling and goes, I'm probably not going to walk away a winner today, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's the difference I see there with the... Like, you're not using your influence to pull somebody towards something that's misunderstood as a business investment. You pull them towards something that everyone understands as more of an entertainment investment.
Again, though, if we don't have my channel, we'll be too bad because I assume most of our listeners are adults.
Yes.
Right? Who should have the brain capacity to think for themselves.
Yes. Even with that, like, especially with like CSGO, I make the argument that most of your audience should be adults, in fairness.
Yes, but we know
CSGO isn't exactly marketed to a young audience.
Again, though, the problem is, like most gaming streams, most of the clientele is going to be of the younger persuasion or the more naive
It
persuasion.
depends on the game. I'll always argue it depends on the game, especially a game like CS, like Go or CS2.
Be
like
surprised, CSGO especially.
That game's not been
it's
that popular with the young crowd for a very long time.
It's not, but it is at the same time. Your player base is up there. It's like my age, or like 25 to my age.
I say, like, a lot of people
average.
from like my kind of generation, your generations are like 20 and up is usually like your player base
Right.
for CS.
Now, the problem you got is the younger ones don't play because, let's be honest, CSGO's got one of the weirdest control maps in the universe.
I disagree. I don't mind CSGO's control.
I don't
system.
mind it, but compared to COD, it's more odd, shall we say?
I don't know. It's closer to like how a lot of like older Source games are set up, like TF2.
Yeah.
It's very similar to TF2's control scheme, and like TF2 is still really popular with younger audiences.
Yeah.
Like,
Now the point I'm making, like
it's a
saying,
weird sentence to say.
that's what I'm saying though. Most younger audience don't play it, but they do watch it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though. If you're not playing CSGO, you're not gonna go to a CSGO gambling site to get a skin for a game you don't play.
Yes, but you
Like-
can. But then gambling sites, you bet outside bets on them.
Even then,
They say, "Oh, this team's going to win. This player's going to win." They do accept bets like that on those sites as well.
True, but even with that,
And let's say
it's
the
like,
age verification on these sites are, let's be generous, shit.
I say they're good. They're good enough for like it meets like European standards, global standards, shit like that. Like
Yeah,
they meet those
barely.
requirements, but
Barely, and as you know, like most porn sites do that as well, and you can easily beat that with 2 clicks of a mouse.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, the age verification for a pornography website is way less strict than a gambling website's ones are actually. Because most gambling websites need ID. Pornhub doesn't.
No, I've signed up for several gambling websites without an ID verification at all, just email verification.
Oh no! Every gambling website I've ever tried to register to is like, we need a photo of your driving license, please. Okay.
No.
Here you go. It's like Carl asked for mine. Admiral has mine on file because I'm an Admiral member now.
I signed up that one. Didn't take any ID from me. Just
Which
birth.
one?
888.
To be fair, I don't like 888 anyway. So.
The Sun one didn't have any ID.
The Sun had a casino.
Yeah, some newspaper has a casino. Online casino. They didn't take my ID.
Weird.
And there's another one that didn't take my ID either.
Fair.
My sister signed up. Goose signed me up to these ones. Says one she uses.
Yeah.
And there's no ID verification on them whatsoever.
To be fair, the one I'm thinking of getting into next is Sky, doing Sky Casino. 'Cause they've got a promo on to go at the minute for 200 free spins with a new account.
Yeah.
With no deposit requirements. And it's like,
Problem with those
I might
ones.
have a look at that.
Yeah, but problem with that one because Goose has done that one.
Yeah.
Is you've got to make a certain amount of money off that free spins.
Oh no, I'm aware of how they work, but might chance me arm. I mean, no deal as ever. If I'm not putting anything in.
Alright, get back to this one.
Fund as well. You didn't mention that you were going to buy 97% of the supply and sell it almost immediately to make a large.
She didn't. The 95% supply was held, it wasn't bought.
Yes, it's a held supply that she has in.
What was sold was 14% of the initial investment runs.
Yes. Which I believe most of them were pre-backers, if I remember right.
Yeah, pre-sales ones.
Pre-sales, yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that dumped her, which tanked it, mate. I'm sorry. 90% was just still held there, haven't been dropped yet.
Large profit. If I would have known that information, I would not have purchased your coin. Please help me or let me know who I can contact for a refund. If not, I will be forced to use legal action.
Good luck with
My
that.
crypto
Yeah, good luck
representative
winning
at
that legal
Kobe
case,
will be
buddy.
in touch. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that this particular tweet is in fact a parody. It is someone fucking around. But regardless of that, there are a lot of people on Twitter complaining about the fact that the Hawk 2 coin was rug pulled. And the funniest part about this is it came right after she
Yes, rug pulled, no,
interviewed
pump and
on
dump.
the greatest podcast of all time, Talk to titled "How to Avoid Getting Canceled." Obviously, this is an ironic title, but even memes aside, it is kind of boggling to me that celebrities are still launching their own crypto projects after seeing literally every other person get into hop.
Yeah, we've got the level of fame. We are not touching crypto.
Yeah, fuck no. At no point am I starting a crypto fucking business. Like, hell no. I actually have a brain cell, so like, nah.
If I can, that kind of money, honestly, I grew up. If I ever make that kind of money of this show, Right, I guarantee I'll tell you what I'll take my money into. And you probably fall to is a forge school for blade forging.
Yeah, I'd invest in it.
And that. Probably an airsoft field for a bit of shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and probably, given we're planning on living, I'll probably try and revitalise the boating or fishing area up that way.
I tell you, like, one other thing I would, like, invest a lot of money into as like a side business for like when, like, after I retire and like I'm good, I don't have to care anymore. An online casino, because let's be fair, those are motherfucking profitable businesses. Let's face it here.
If I was going
casino bosses, they don't worry ever, do they?
If I was if I was going to do casinos, right, I wouldn't do it online.
I'd start with an online casino and I'd slowly work my way up to where I have a physical casino.
Yeah.
And like a good casino boss, the top floor penthouse is fucking mine.
No,
that doesn't get rented out. That's
I tell you what I would
now.
invest in as a casino base. Right, competitive trade carding.
No.
Yeah, because it's great.
Okay, it's a very profitable business, but it's a really strong niche.
It's not that strong of a niche, to be honest.
There's a lot of location needed to like set up a really good, profitable trading card shop.
No, not trading card shop. Not trading card shop. Actual gambling where you go in, you bet money against your opponent.
Right,
play a match against them. The house gets cut of the pool. And that, because that's coming up quite big recently, actually.
I mean, again, it's an option, like basically doing like a Yu-Gi-Oh arena kind of a deal.
Yeah,
like,
Yu-Gi-Oh. It's mostly in the moment with Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
they're doing it a lot with.
Nah, it's
like gambling D&D. I've seen that one a few times as well.
Yeah, even then, nah, I can't see it. To me, it seems more of just like a momentary trend of it'll be big for a while and die fairly quickly. But
to be honest, Magic the Gathering's been around since Magic the Gathering's been. Like, get a bet on it.
Yeah.
It's more branched into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh now.
Yeah, even then, I can't see it lasting as a...
I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh's lasted longer than I thought it would, actually.
Like, the games themselves, yeah, I can see them lasting pretty much forever, but that gambling side of things, I can't see that really taking off hard way. Like,
I can't.
Like, at least not long term, I can't see it happening.
Water by launching their own and absolutely getting blown out. It gives me the vibe that maybe...
I mean, to be honest, if I've ever been like Beast to Beast monies, first thing I'm doing is buying Wizards of the Coast.
I mean, yeah, fair.
And firing all the fucking right and staff. That's my first job, to be honest. You know, I'll find some YouTubers and let them take over.
And I think instead of like buying Wizards of the Coast, I'd probably open a wrestling academy, like my own wrestling show. You know, open like a wrestling school and like a wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
Just like retake the throne that's been left abandoned since the death
British
of
wrestling.
the throne of British wrestling that's been left abandoned since the death of our savior. Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
Gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten.
I mean,
fuck you, AEW, buying out my people, you bastards.
I mean, if I was to do, I might do something similar to Forge and Fire, as a TV side piece type thing, but not exactly in the same format they do. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, the initial stage, like the Bladesman, out fair enough.
See, I like most of how Forged and Fire does their thing. The one change I would make to Forged and Fire is, can we do something different than fucking Damascus? Just one episode, please. Why is it every episode you must make a Damascus knife? There's so many other metals in the world. Can we do something different? It's 15 seasons of Damascus, please.
The knockout stages is fair enough. Like, you got to harvest metal from this, and this to make a blade out of.
But also, does it have to be Damascus though? Could we please? And as well, can we have if we have to stick with Damascus, can we legalize braided Damascus for fuck's sake? Almost every episode, no braiding Damascus allowed, because you just can't do it with these materials.
Yeah.
And like once a blue moon, they give them materials where they can do braided Damascus, and one guy goes, "Oh fuck, I'm just gonna do braid then, because that's the quickest one and the easiest one. That's why it's the best one." And every other dickhead goes, "Fucking moron, doing braided Damascus," and then he kicks their ass at everything.
Yeah.
Fucking.
My main one is the historical testing. They do for like the final test. Is like, don't get the pig carcass chop for like pig carcass chop.
Actually, some of their tests I do disagree with, like based on the blade they're testing. Like,
yeah, I mean the pig carcass slides for any type for damage for like lethality rise, and the blessed gel dummy, that's fine. But then you get to like the endurance testing part of it, like Now we have this steel block we want to smash it into. Like, that blade would not survive that kind of impact.
Yeah, that blade wasn't built for that job.
Yeah.
Like, because especially for like historical warfare weaponry, they do like things like the Kopesh and like a Spatha and that.
Yeah.
Rather than like a steel block, just fucking build a shield.
Yes.
Just make a shield.
Actually hit a Roman shield or Greek shield. That's a good enough test for that
like
one.
Obviously not like a historical artifact one. Like do a recon.
Yeah, you can make them easy enough.
Yeah, like recommission a fucking like a
They just
historical
sometimes
model.
When they did the Viking one, they actually hit the Viking shield. Like, so why didn't you do it for the fucking Kopesh then?
Yeah, do not like that should be part of the standardized testing. Is we have this like a standard schematic for a shield of it must be so many millimeters thick, etc., and we just flavor text it and we make it look like a historical one from the relevant time period.
It's like the speed test. We're going to load an air cannon, fire it at this thing. It's like that. For one thing, a diameter of a spear varied widely.
Yes.
Because it was based on the user. If you want to do like a drill test on how well it can take an impact, then you'd basically hold it and have something dropped on it.
Yes.
That's how they would generally work. They would push it short and wait for the horse pushing back.
Yes.
You know, that'll be a more accurate test of how well the shaft's made and it's connected.
What you do is you get a sack and you fill it with shit.
Yeah.
And you tie it to a rope and you just have a guy push it towards the guy holding the spear and you have him fucking jab the fucker.
Yeah.
You know, to kind of simulate that action of jabbing something coming towards you with a bit of weight behind you.
Even though that's you just fix it to the ground, right? And you have like 500-pound weight, because that's the average weight of a horse, give or take.
That's about that, yeah.
And just swing it down on top of it. You know.
You'll see how the head holds up.
How the shaft snap or anything like that. Because that's how the spear would actually be used.
Yes.
Back in the day.
It would have been used as a brace of like fuck the horsey, fuck the rider.
Yeah. You can get charged them, you hold it. The only charge you push into them.
Yes.
You know, there's a few tests that.
Unless you're a Spartan, then you hide behind your shield and you one hand jab a bitch in the throat with it. But
my other one is although Dominicai is a good fighter, I would switch out like if like say I'm building like a European sword, I'll find something special in HEMA.
Yes.
You know,
and like if we're using spears, we're bringing somebody who's
actually
skilled
spearman
with a spear, like because while Doug Macarda he's like me, he's passable with just about everything. He's more specialised in knife fighting and sword fighting. That's
the cookery, the karambit, that type of stuff.
Yeah, those are his hard.
He's Filipino, so knife fighting is his wheelhouse.
That's where he's the most talented.
Yeah, but for like a claymore or a fucking
I say he can use them, but he's kind of like me. He's more just passable with most weaponry. Whereas
he's got
knives, he's an expert.
But how the base held, he's got an idea how it works. But actual technique of how to use the damn thing, because there's a few of the ones where you see him doing with the claymores particularly.
Yeah.
You see him do a full linear swing
and like fucking struggle with it
and bends the sword. Like,
yeah.
What they're doing that for, but most like claymores are done for like an overhand down strike or an angle strike.
And like even then, if you are doing like a wide brim strike, you're like if you're doing it the way Doug Marcado was doing, where you're holding the handle and doing like a baseball swing.
Yeah.
You're not doing that to actually strike. You're doing it for area denial. If you're doing a strike, sort of like fucking horizontal, you half sword it. You grab it. You grab part of the blade so you've got more control.
The half sword that way, or you half sword at the bottom where you grab the.
Yeah, you basically grab your handle and grab part of the blade and bring it in so you've got more control.
Yeah, and swing it around. It's just down to variations of technique. I think is the problem with that. That's why a lot of them claymores failed for. I think.
Yeah, it's because they were being wielded like they were fucking baseball bats.
Yeah.
Like that episode did genuinely piss me off.
Yeah, because also it was better than linear swing. We better go. Like I expect that from a claymore. That's not how it's used.
Yeah, like even if you are doing like a diagonal down, you're still supposed to half sword the bitch. You basically grab the blade from behind, rest on the shoulder, bring it down. You've got that extra forward momentum to chop.
Yeah.
As you do your down cut.
Haley is getting desperate. She's trying to basically cash in as much as possible before everything basically hits the floor. If you check in on the Talk to a podcast, you can see the views have clearly been declining since the first episode. It's just not really what it used to be. Unfortunately, one time when I was streaming, I had Wendigoon donate to me, and he forced me to listen to an entire episode of the Talk to a podcast. And as much as I think it's funny to say that it's entertaining, it is unironically one of the most unlistenable pieces of shit I've ever had the displeasure of spending my time on. Like every second of life.
I'm sorry, if Wendigo did that, maybe I'll push me in the dick.
Every second, I am inching towards the inevitable end.
I could be friends with Wendigo. He seems chill.
He's a chill, but you pull that. If you push me, I would have punched him in the dick before he left.
Is the perfect example of
I feel like I got
a bit of money out of a situation. It's sort of a if you give a mouse a cookie.
I mean, looks like he's friends with other people I really want to meet.
Except instead of a cookie, it's Hawk 2. The actual point itself is a partnership.
Namely Brandon Pereira.
With Over Here. And their official announcement
Brandon
is so
seems
comically
very chill.
delusional, I still can't believe it.
I mean, yeah, like, me the fact electrician could have a
internet's
vibe.
favorite meme queen behind the viral Hawk 2 a girl meme to launch $1
It's like my American friend Echo keeps like describing me as the Scottish fat electrician. Because like we'll be like start talking about something and like Echo will bring up something vaguely historical that he's like slightly misremembered, and I'll correct him, then go on a 25 minutes like spiel about the story that he's loosely mentioned, and he's like, "You're just a Scottish fat electrician, you know that, Scotty, right?" It's like, yeah, I'm very aware that that's who I am.
So I'll be the English fat electrician. We're like, actually, I'm fat,
Pretty
so
much, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing that's stupid is like my American friends call me Scotty because like obviously I've got the Scottish accent and that. I'm actually English. I was born down here. Like I was born over in like, Lancaster. Like,
you're a fake Scotsman.
I genuinely like I was born in Lancaster. like I was born in Lancaster and raised in fucking Scotland. Like my family moved when I was like 2. But I do describe myself more as Scottish because I've spent obviously a lot longer in
Scotland, yeah.
In Scotland around the Scottish culture. You know, like I lived in Scotland longer. I grew up in Scotland.
I mean, when people ask me why I identify as, I tend to say Northerner.
Yeah.
Not English, because to me the Northeast is not really.
I found that like the very first time I visited Newcastle.
Yeah.
It's such a different vibe to the rest of England.
It is, yeah.
Like the rest of England, you're like, oh, I'm in England, and you go to Newcastle for a night out, and you're like, oh, it's just polite Scotland, right? Okay, it's Scotland, but people don't like it when you say fuck, and especially the older women do not like it when you say cunt.
No,
they really don't. I learned that lesson the hard way. I don't know if I've told this
story
before.
Yeah.
I was just outside of Newcastle. I was on a night out with my dad and my uncle. Who lives out that way, and we were at like a working men's club, and like we were there for a bingo night, and me and my dad had got into a bit of a disagreement outside, and this we young woman stopped me and was like, "Oh, you alright, son? You seem upset," and I was explaining what happened. And he was like, "Oh, that's a shame, but you know, your dad can't be that bad." I turned around to her and she said, "Oh, he's a cunt." And she, like I went to walk away, she just grabbed me shoulder and spun me around and went, "We don't say words like that around here, son," and then walked away, and I was like, oh, she was not fucking happy.
No, it's worse
with
though.
that word being used. That was
the old women in like Newcastle are like freakishly strong.
Yeah, like she had like a strong grip on me. She spun me like it was like oh. Like when she first grabbed me, I thought it was a guy about to fucking deck me one. I was like, oh, I'm dead.
I say if you were gonna do, imagine like, an old woman, grey hair, hunchback, Zimmer frame, just clung along. And grab you with a vice grip like death.
See, she wasn't quite that old. She was, I'd say, maybe like 65ish. Like,
yeah.
She was like that tender old age, like not quite crippled, but also like a
could
cold
retire.
wind she wouldn't do well in New York.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, the grip they have, it's like, oh shit, what the hell was that? Now listen here, Sonny.
So when she first grabbed me, I genuinely thought like my dad or my uncle had fucked somebody off outside, and I was about to get fucking shanked. I got spun round and I was like, I'm gonna die, this is it, this is how it ends. And I just saw an odd woman's face and I went, oh, it's fine. Like, this is perfectly fine. And then she spoke with like a really low tone, thunderous voice of, we do not say words like that around here, son. And I died a little bit inside, because I was expecting the follow-up to be a shank. Like, right in the jugular, I died a little bit inside. And it was like, oh, right, okay, the old woman in Newcastle, don't fuck around.
Oh, that Lawson Slay where they look down the eye.
Yeah, literally, like the way people look over their glasses at you when they're pissed off. Like, she was doing that with fucking glasses on. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
I call the school teacher look.
Yeah, I call it, you remember the bitch at a weakest link?
Yeah.
Like, I call it the weakest link look because of her, because like, that's how she always looked at motherfuckers no matter how her mood was. I'm just like, fuck you.
Oh, fuck, who was it now?
You are the weakest link. Remember when she was in an episode of Doctor Who?
Uh-huh.
Remember that Doctor Who episode where they just ripped the piss out of Weakest Link and they actually got the woman from Weakest Link to appear as herself
no,
in the episode?
No, she voiced a robot.
Because there's a bit in the, like, so most people forget this scene because it's like 5 seconds where the robot's got a screen on it that's got her.
Yeah.
Like, suddenly live footage of fucking the woman from Weakest Link being like, you're a bitch. Like, it's, the whole episode is just them ripping the piss out of the Weakest Link, and I love it. It's one of my favourite Doctor Who episodes.
What was her name?
I can never remember, but she was an absolute bitch.
Because it's been on like the Room 101.
Yeah.
They keep putting her. Anne Robinson, that was it.
Anne Robinson, that was it. Yeah, she was such a bitch. I love
because
Anne
keep putting
Robinson.
room 101. Like she's always keeps in there. We'll like keep checking the padlocks every now and again, make sure she stays there.
I love Anne Robinson because she is the TV equivalent to fucking Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah,
she's television's Margaret Thatcher.
There's like
Nobody
no fucks.
likes her, but that's why some people like her because she's just.
Do you know where she started? We were going to a reputation for doing that from.
No.
There was a show.
I'll be honest. I only know her from Weakest Link in that one episode of Doctor Who. That's the only.
Right, there's a show. It's not. I don't. It used to be on, but it's not anymore. Called Watchdog.
Oh yeah, I remember Watchdog. Yeah.
Yeah, she ran Watchdog for the start pretty much all the way through. Until like more recently, when she moved off.
I was say, she definitely wasn't doing it when I was a kid. Like when I was watching Watchdog. Because that was the BBC Two Watchdog.
BBC Two, BBC One now and again.
Yeah.
She did it about 2010, 2012.
I remember it being a guy who looked vaguely generic American.
He was Rogue Trader.
Was he Rogue Trader?
Yeah, he did Rogue Traders.
Ah.
The other guy in a motorbike followed him around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did something really fucked.
Yeah, I've never heard what happened to that guy.
We don't know what happened. No, the BBC won't say.
He was probably a paedophile.
Yeah, that's what we
Knowing the
assume.
BBC, he was a paedophile.
Paedophile or something real. It was. Oh no, it's like.
You're about to say or something worse, and I remember there's
Yeah.
nothing worse than a paedophile.
Or something equally as fucked as being a paedophile, which is very hard to pull off. Because you can say one episode, then just gone the next.
Yeah.
And no explanation whatsoever.
It's like that meme, innit? Just there's only one thing in this world worse than a rapist. Rips the paper, child, and the guy just goes, a child, no. It's just,
a child rapist, no.
Yes, actually, that is what it was supposed to be. But the guy reads it as two separate words instead of a combination to make a new word, and he just goes, a child, no, Derek, a child rapist. Oh.
Okay.
There's only one thing worse than a rapist. Boom, a child, no.
Because another problem with some of this was like a child rapist. Right? Are children raping now? It's like, no!
I love that clip so much. Fucking. Yes. There's nothing worse than a child rapist. Children are doing rapes? No. It's fucking. Oh god. I miss the good old days of the internet when jokes were fucking stupid.
Stupid and risky.
Like stupid, risky, and fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's nothing better than a stupid joke that's pure brilliance.
Thank you, Stephen Crowder, for the Vox Apocalypse, which stopped all that.
Yeah, you bastard. You bastard.
You know, you had to mention a lispy queer guy who called himself a lispy queer guy.
Yeah, stack bastard.
Mr. Vox himself.
Right, stock bastard at House Vox. How dare you?
I mean, I want to cover that like Vox Apocalypse one day because it was such a stupid argument.
It really was.
That got way out of hand.
You can't say that, but I said it about myself. You can't say that.
I can say it, but you can't. We what got was a t-shirt because he had t-shirt like Castro on it.
Yeah.
And he had communism for figs on it.
Yeah, you really can't say that. Actually, that one's fair.
No, that's the word fig.
Yeah, that one's fair. You can't say that. You really can't say that one. That's fair. No wonder he got his shit rocked. You can't say shit like that. That's racist as fuck. I love it. I want that t-shirt now. Double M U N I S M.
There we go. Social figs.
That's so fucked. Like that. If you wore that in England, you'd go to jail for a hate crime. Like that's fucked.
You know, so that t-shirt was so controversial that he couldn't.
I'm not surprised.
That he got a strike on YouTube for having it in his store. That wasn't linked to YouTube. It was a separate store.
Yeah.
Etsy store. Because on there, the YouTube hit him with a strike.
See, that's an overstep on YouTube's part, but like.
Yeah, literally, he was.
That's so dumb.
But he had a high-powered lawyer on retainer to fight YouTube every time they struck him immediately.
I can believe that.
And him and Susan Whiskey had like Major Barneys.
I remember Susan Wojcicki. She was fucking dod useless.
Yeah, him and Susan Whiskey had like, because it's it.
Wojcicki.
Because the problem is you haven't like technically crossed any of the guideline boundaries. You kind of like
toeing the line,
brushed against it, so I haven't crossed any problems. So why am I being demonetized? Because he's upset. I don't care if he's upset.
Yeah.
That's freedom of speech. Yeah, but because I brought the whole thing about the protection YouTube has as a publisher.
Yes.
As a platform. That's what that court case was all about, because he caused it.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And all that. So that's why they say the guidelines we have now are so strict, because of one guy making a joke about a gay guy and a t-shirt.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. These are a hoodie version of it as well.
Like, Yeah, no, I don't like that shirt. I'll be honest. I really don't condone. Like you know me. I'm down for a shit post like anyone. But like,
yeah.
Even I gotta draw the line there and go, nah, bro, you kind of deserve that one.
Yeah, it was like a very. Oh, that's recent, that one. Oh shit. I think it's double
Make
whammy.
America great again. Social
for figs. Oh, that's risky, mate. That one. Even you're in baseball tees and all sorts. It's like, oh, you.
Yeah.
Because
I as a faggot, no.
Just figs.
Yeah, as a faggot, no. Just nah. I'm a faggot and I'm not a communist, so no. No, go fuck yourselves.
You can see the joke though.
I can, but also it's really fucked. Like,
the problem is
especially you use fucking Castro for it as well. Like, I don't like that.
I mean, I'll use Ho Chi Minh instead, like, but
no, that wouldn't be better.
More racist than anything else, but
yeah, that really wouldn't be better. No, that's no. I still want that shirt, but no.
You want it framed on you somewhere.
It looks like if I wear it, it's ironic. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like, it's an ironic joke when I wear it. If a straight guy wears it, it's a hate crime. Like, it's.
Yeah, but it's in America, so technically it falls into freedom of speech.
Yeah, still though.
In the crypto space, why $Hawk is special?
Yeah, this is why we have like all these regulations on YouTube we have to follow now. It's because of Steven Crowder. I can't remember the guy's name from Vox.
Not a clue.
You know, probably alright if I show a picture of him.
I probably won't.
Let's go.
The gay guy from Vox. Nice.
Yeah. Go Vox again.
VOX, I'm assuming?
Yeah, go on.
Not a clue.
He's been in quite a few things.
I have less than no idea who that is.
Yeah. But it was this guy who caused the whole VOD apocalypse with Steven Crowder.
Fair.
And that. Them two having a Barney over all YouTube. Cost 17 lawsuits and.
I can believe that, but I genuinely have no idea who the fuck that is. So it's...
Believe it or not, it was because of these two that Rumble was created.
Again, yeah, it makes sense.
How many fans can an hour go through? Okay.
Just another token watch. Haley's launch of the Hawk meme coin represents a meaningful step in bridging the mainstream audiences with the crypto world, protecting the community with free token distributions and allowless. I need another Zen for this one. With free token distributions and allow.
What?
Oh yeah, a bunch of people who are fans of Hawk 2 got free coins.
That would just devalue the coin even further.
Correct.
That's stupid.
That's really stupid, yeah.
I mean, if you're going to launch crypto, I'm sorry, the best way you're going to launch crypto is no one has access to it.
Yeah.
Until the launch date.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. You might have access to a few because you're the creator of it.
Yes.
So you might have like 5%, just give it an initial value rise.
Yes.
Then you release everything out on the market after that.
Yes.
And let it build up and build up. Then you sell off about 4 months later.
Yes.
And then run away from it.
Yes.
But by that point, the market should have stabilized its value by that point.
Yes. That's the most sensible way to do it.
Yeah. Crypto will get to experience the blockchain in a
Because another one I was reading from coffeezilla was the Save a Children coin.
Yeah.
I was recently dug into that one. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was a massive fucking scam.
Way. Hawk's focus on inclusivity for
also
non-crypto
what killed
fans sets a new
Facebook.
standard for meme coin launches, leading the charge for transparent, community-driven projects. Ah, yes, inclusivity for non-crypto fans. I really think that those guys are an underrepresented minority group. I mean, I would even compare people who don't know anything about crypto to black people. I mean, they're both very disenfranchised groups that we need to be helping out right now. And the replies to this are just so sad, man. Like, it's literally 90% bots going like, wow, very nice, thumbs up. And then there's actual replies from real people that really shouldn't even be considered people at their level of brain trauma that are like, whoa, let me in. We're going to the moon. Hawk2 coin's going to the moon. I think it's a great indicator of the quality of your meme
And if you bought into it, you deserve to do everything you got.
Yeah.
coin when you have to reply, this is the end of the tweet. Any replies below this could be spam or phishing links. But despite all the red flags, the...
What? Why would you need that?
Don't worry about it.
This is the end of the tweet. Any replies below this could be spam or phishing links. But despite all the red flags, the biggest one, in my opinion, being the fact that Haley Welch, Hawk2, is launching a coin herself. Okay, that is a red flag in and of itself. Somehow, they...
No, I mean, that's not a red flag. That's a bat signal of red flags.
That's like a red banner, not a red flag. That's a banner.
You know, that's a natural flag level fucking red flagging. You know, to the fucking UN building.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a little hammer and sickle on it.
That's one of those red flags where you don't even have to see it to know like what it is. Like that's a mistake over there.
Yeah, I think that's a train crash one. That's a train crash. Let's go invest in that train crash.
Yes. Let's go through our money at the actively crashing train. Great idea.
Oh, like, that train's going to derail. Let's go stand next to it as it comes off the rails.
Yes. Better yet, let's get on it.
Yeah.
Let's hop onto that moving train that's about to derail itself. Fuck it.
There's a brick wall there. Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's try it. We'll be fine. We'll jump off
first into this brick wall. Fuck it.
We'll jump off before it hits the brick wall. Why is it not stopping? Oh shit! There's a brick wall floater. Damn.
Oh dear! It's hit the brick wall. Fucking idiots!
How dare you put that brick wall there? You saw it from fucking 10 miles away, mate.
You knew it was there. You're just an idiot. Like, come on, people.
Mark Cuban from Shark Tank.
Speaking of walls, actually, let's come up with the attack. Do you know what happened in China recently?
No, because I don't really pay enough attention to China.
Oh, it's sad, funny, and ridiculous at the same time.
Okay.
A building company had a project to do, and like one side of the Great Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of driving their stuff around to the work site, can you guess what they did?
Dismantled the bit of the wall that was in the way and put it back up?
Nope.
Just dismantled it?
They didn't dismantle it.
Dug under it?
Nope.
Flew over it?
Destroyed it.
Yeah, so they dismantled the wall.
No, dismantling requires like taking bricks up carefully.
Yeah.
No, they took a wrecking ball, went straight through it.
Yeah, they dismantled it with like an aggressive manner. Yeah. They're going to put it back together when they're done.
No, they're going to attempt to put it back together.
Yeah, they're going to put it back together.
No, because the statement the company came out with officially was, yeah, it's always in our way.
Yeah.
And for one thing, the Chinese government are actually going ape shit over this.
Well, yeah, they will. It's like the only thing of value left in China.
I mean, it's Trancon City.
It's the only thing of value left in China.
You know, they're actually going apoplectic over this one. The companies are so grown, even the local government, which are the most bastards on the planet, they're going like, we did not okay this.
Yeah.
There's no bribery you could give me to okay this. I do not want to die. After the fucking government
They're gonna die anyway now. Like, everyone involved in that mistake's getting fucking shot.
Yeah, or a re-education camp.
So shot.
I'm quite enjoying that with fucking Big Coke. Yes, I'm back on drinking the mass, whatever it is.
Muscatel.
Yeah.
Hank. Mark Cuban, who's planning on running for president at some point, apparently. They've managed to get Mark
Wait,
Cuban
what?
to give her his wallet
Wait a minute,
address
what?
to be sent free coins.
Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually.
Mark Cuban's gonna run for president, did he say?
Yeah, he is.
You know what? I can think of way worse fucking candidates than Mark Cuban for president.
His basic quote was, "If Trump could do it, so can I."
Again, I can think of worse candidates though.
True. See, I still want President Schwarzenegger.
I do think it's just a shame he wasn't born in the US.
Yeah. That's the only problem about it.
Like, if only, because President Schwarzenegger would be great.
The highest he can get is
Love that.
Congress.
Yeah, which is a shame. Nah, I tell you what I really want to be president, because it could happen. Do you remember Kane from WWE?
Yeah.
He's the mayor of Knoxville County.
I know.
So he could actually run for president.
No, I'll tell you
And
better.
I'd want him to run
Tell you
for
better.
president.
Sylvester Stallone.
No, even better. Triple H.
No.
Could you imagine how fucking great that would be? Triple H comes out to do like a presidential speech, and you just hear over the loudspeaker, "It's time to play the game."
No. No, the reason
Comes
why,
out, pyro goes off. It's the president.
the reason I want Sylvester Stallone is, right? Can you imagine him trying to give a speech at an air conference? This is what I believe its purposes would be.
Like, hey, I believe that's the truth.
Yeah.
Is the president having a stroke? No, that's just how the president talks.
Because I've got about Rocky films when we
My
died.
God.
When we died came to the conclusion of what the Rocky films like. Each Rocky film is based on Stallone learn to speak better.
Yeah. It's like getting punched in the head is having the opposite effect on Rocky's character because he gets better at talking in every movie.
Yeah, because the first thing, I don't know what I'm about.
You can barely understand what the fuck Rocky is saying.
By the time
Then
fourth
like the new Creed movies, you can understand him quite well, and it's like,
Yeah.
am I just adapting to how Rocky speaks, or is Rocky getting better at speaking?
He gets better at speaking.
Like,
because what's even funny, right? If you see his mother, right?
yeah, I've seen Sylvester Stallone's mother, and I know how much of a batshit crazy bitch
Yeah.
she is.
Well, the other is first of all, like lock this and like their mouth on the side.
Yes.
Hers is the opposite side.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell happened there?
Don't worry about it.
Because the best statement she ever came out with, which I still love to this day, because everyone knows how batshit she is, and she believes this.
She's insane.
Right? She believes she's a surgeon.
Yes, I've heard.
A ghost surgeon is what she calls herself. Is basically, if you don't know about this people, it's fucking great looking.
It's like a ghostwriter, but for surgery.
Is you go in for a plastic surgery, the doctor said, "Yeah, we're going to put her in the country now." You go unconscious. She walks in, does the plastic surgery,
Yeah.
then leaves.
Yes.
The reason why you should know this for is, hang on.
Is it? See if you can find the actual fucking interview where she shares this shit, 'cause it's fucking beautiful. Rocky's mum.
Yeah, I should find it.
That's not Rocky's mum.
No, it's not.
Put in Sylvester Stallone's mum.
You won't try.
SYLVE. There you go.
There we go.
Sylvester's not even a hard word to spell, dude.
There you go. That's her.
Jackie. That was her name, Jackie Stallone.
Yeah.
That was it.
She's doing your surgeries, people.
To be fair, she's had enough plastic surgery done to her to fucking qualify, hasn't she?
Oh, she's dead now, apparently.
She is, yeah. She died a couple years ago.
Right, hang on.
GHOSTSURGEON? Ghost surgery. EON.
EON is it?
I think it's EON for surgeon. Interview, there we go. She said it back in 77.
Now, the interview was ending, I learned, and you heard him tell his mother hi. That was how I found out for the first time that his mother lives on Miami Beach. So we sent Daryl Pollock out to find Mrs. Stallone, and here she is.
Rocky is a sensation. Sylvester Stallone activity and sense of humor from his mother. It's not hard to see. Acts like Sylvester's sister, not his mother. She says she's been a showgirl, an astrologer, and a beauty contest winner. Now she runs a skincare clinic on Miami Beach. Her small office is cluttered with pictures and every word she can
She did
find.
none of those things.
And what mother wouldn't do the same? She calls his success a miracle out of every school he attended. She says other deficiencies.
What were the weaknesses he had to compensate for as a child? His face, paralysis of the face, which gave him a foul disposition, made him very lonely, so actually he could say box instead. Then he dreaded going to school because he had a terrible complex about his face, so he would use every excuse or every pretense to be sick. This kid, Christ, was always sick when there wasn't anything wrong with him. And I think a very tragic call to school. And there he is, standing up in the Drexel Institute 3 times and told me save my money, that he had the mentality, well, he couldn't make it.
That's the one I'm looking for, because I think it's the later one she does this thing.
Can you believe anything?
She was in Big Brother?
Yeah, she did a Big Brother, yeah. Jackie Stallone had a YouTube channel?
Apparently so.
What the fuck? You could have gave me a million attempts, I would have never guessed Jackie Stallone had a YouTube channel. Like, what the fuck? She was on Breakfast? Holy shit!
Breakfast?
She turned up on the Breakfast show.
No, that's just some breakfast.
Oh, I thought like they meant the show Breakfast, like
No.
on fucking Channel 5. Channel 4, sorry.
No.
Is it Channel 4 for breakfast? ITV.
ITV.
Yeah, ITV, yeah.
Oh, JITV now it's called.
Oh, they changed it?
Yeah.
Oh. I know in Scotland it's still STV, so... Is that why I've been struggling to find the ITV player?
Now let me
No, ITV still ITV player.
Is this still ITV? Oh.
Yeah.
Working perfectly. But he didn't count on Big Brother coming up with such a fiendishly evil plan.
Who the fuck is that?
Tuesday.
Who the fuck is
11th
that?
January.
Who are any of those cunts?
This was in 5.
Who are any of those cunts?
You were 3.
Who are any of those people?
Was Queen Lisa.
Hey.
Oh my god, Jackie!
I'm surprised any of them know who the fuck she is.
Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, I'm Jackie.
Jackie?
Yeah, I'm Jackie.
Oh, Jackie, well, who else am I? Oh my god!
It's Jackie Stallone.
This is Sylvester's mom. She must have been shitting herself. Whether she'd fall to the floor in a dead faint with a jaw. I get
How of absolute twat.
Big Brother, I need a Jack Daniels tonight. If not, What the hell? You really put the cap on some pigeons there, Big Brother.
Jackie Stallone's introduction to the house was a time bomb, and nobody knew how it should go off.
Do I have to share this wine with them? The longer you stay, the more you hate everybody.
Yeah.
I am so bored, and I'm getting so sick of the people. Stuck in a room with nobodies, no one has a thing to say. Once in a while, I take my pulse to see if I'm alive. I'm a threat to these dopes. And you better believe I am. What? I'm gonna go to hell. I can see this would be the nearest thing to being confined in a nursing home. Spend a fortune to try to look good and fear the world see you with my shit.
Big Brother is always listening.
Well, tell him he can kiss my ass. I hope he listens to that.
My favourite
Jackie
aspect
Stallone had
of all
no
the Big
fucking
Brother
shell
seasons
whatsoever, did
Oh no,
she?
that's when she tells like the client of the madness was kicking in.
Worst part is, that was her being nice as well.
Completely from a different world.
You were bringing A, an alien life form into the house, which should have gone through some quarantine procedures, surely, and B, it was just an unstable creature.
Every celebrity in there knew never to have cosmetic surgery. I mean, she's scary enough in broad daylight, you know, and then when the lights went out at night and that night vision camera went on, I
Oh,
shit myself.
yeah.
You can see it.
It's like I've been hit by a truck. And I think they have these ugly mirrors that distort you like you see in the circus.
I don't really think she knew what she was.
Yes, the
getting
medals are
herself
the
into.
trouble, Jackie.
She
Sure
was
love.
kind of like, I was expecting a castle and a palace. I was like,
I think you come to the wrong place, love. Do you know what I mean? I really think this is your ideal surroundings.
It's hard way to sit in that chair, fucking. That cannot be a comfortable way to sit in that chair.
That's just uncomfortable, period.
That doesn't even look comfy.
She lived in England. I was quite sure she'd show up.
Shut up.
For a few days. Oh, people that basically are intellectual, intelligent.
Fire is dangerous.
Somewhere I could learn something from. What could you possibly learn from one of these people? How about sending in a
good
lovely
blowjob technique.
harvest?
She just so.
Well, the guy there with the fez thing on his head, he's an actual lord and has about 10 doctorates.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Including, I think, one in astrophysics as well.
I can believe that for a dickhead wearing a fez, yeah.
He was also a dickhead, yes. He's a
As someone
massive
who's a
cunt.
dickhead that has worn a fez and owns a fez, I could believe that from a dickhead who's wearing a fez.
He is a massive cunt in real life.
I mean, again, he's wearing a fez, so he has to be, yes.
You know, you don't get a harpist when you demand it in Big Brother. It was
the guy with like the weird sideburns.
Yeah.
Like the guy that looks a bit like the fella at the Pogues.
The guy looks like he would be in Harry Potter and not actually fit in perfectly in that role.
Again, he looks a bit like the lead singer of the Pogues, that fella.
Yeah.
Bridget, who had the most to fear.
I thought.
Who the fuck is Bridget? Who are any of these cunts?
Whoa,
Who is
you
she?
did not.
Olympian.
Boogie time.
Right.
How many people like their mother-in-laws? Nobody.
Who is she?
Especially after they divorce the son, they hate them even more.
You brought her
Who's
in
he?
there because you wanted
That's
to
fucking
screw
Benson
Bridget
Boone.
Nelson's head.
Oh my god.
Who's she?
Yeah, Bridget
Who's
Nielsen.
that one?
That's Bridget Nielsen. She was
That's
married
Bridget again, right.
She was married to Stallone.
Right.
And she's an Olympian.
Right. Never heard of her.
Jackie hates her.
Never heard of her.
This is the worst thing that ever happened. I said, this is not fair. And that's when I wanted to leave the house. It's not cool.
Bridget's hair changes every 5 fucking minutes.
I just thought, I
It's
do not
impressive.
want to have a warning here. It's not fair upon anyone. And I don't want people at home watching this kind of stuff. It's just out of game for me. This is your domain.
Right, who's that? Who's she?
I don't know, most of these people that called Celebrity Big Brother were like,
Who's that one then?
I have no idea. I didn't watch, I watched it, not me.
Who are any of these people? Who's she? Who's that one?
She's producer.
Who is she?
I have no idea.
Why
No
not?
one strangled her by now.
I said to Brigitte,
Who's
I
he?
said,
There he is,
keep
yeah.
your dignity, girl.
He's the one I was on about.
Who the fuck is he?
He's a lord.
Of
I can't remember his name. Actual lord.
pork pies, or he looks like the Lord of Pork Pies, I believe.
I really can't remember his name. Hang on.
Lord William Cumbersnatch of Pork Pie. It would explain his body mass.
Right, hang on. Anthony Hinton,
Never heard of him.
Carl Shannon,
Never heard of him.
Murray O'Larry,
Never heard of her.
Sam Henderson,
Never heard of him.
Veska Mishkov.
Right. I'm realising more and more that I'm letting the dyslexic man
Yes,
use
you are.
complicated names. Let me. Right. Let's try this again. Right. Anthony Hutton. No clue.
No, it's not full list.
Kamal. Bitch. Right. Anthony Hutton. Never heard of him. He's a dancer. Eugene Sully from Crowley. He's a student. Never heard of him. Makosi Musambasi.
I was wrong.
This
yeah.
is normal. These are
No.
just chuckle fucks.
Yeah, this is not the celebrity one. Sorry, I did forgot to put celebrity in front of it.
L, not A. E.
There we go.
There you go. Fucking celebrity. Right, Lisa Lanson. I think that says. John. Yeah,
Presenter.
pull up the big list. That's hard to read. Right. We have
John Murray.
Bez.
There we
I
go.
don't care. I'm more interested in who everyone else is. Right. Bez. Never heard of him. Kenzie, rapper. No image seen. Bridget, right? We know Bridget. That's hard, right? Jeremy Edwards. No image.
He was actor.
Caprice.
American
Caprice
businesswoman
Burnett.
singer. I think she was on the what? She was who did the American Apprentice.
Not a clue. Lisa Lanson. Never heard of her. John McCrick. He's a racehorse pundit, apparently.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait. Since fucking when? No, hold on. Wait a minute. No, that can't be right.
Throw people down a rabbit hole here. We'll get back over in a second.
This is important now.
And a trainer!
Oh my god, is that what it... Why? Oh, because she worked with Glow for a while, right.
As a trainer?
Yes. In fairness, like, any old idiot can teach wrestling. It's not exactly...
Is there a whole red list for it?
Like, wrestling isn't exactly... As someone who's a massive fan and respecter of wrestling,
Yeah.
It's not exactly rocket science. It's break falling. That's the entire... That's the trick. It's break falling forwards, backwards, and sideways. It's... Can you guess which one's most difficult to train a bitch to do when it
Sideways?
comes to the break falls? No, forward. Most people struggle the hardest to do a forward break fall because they get scared because they can see the floor coming the fuck towards them.
Yeah, that guy is he did the Grand National every year. Or did the Grand National every year. I think he's dead now.
Never heard of the guy.
You watch the Grand National on Channel 4?
No, very rarely.
That's why then. He's always on Channel 4.
Like, unless I've got money riding on the National, I don't watch it.
They did basically like when every time the horse was on Channel 4, he's on the correspondent for the horse racing.
Fair.
He's a massive asshole in real life.
I've never paid that much attention to the Grand
Don't you
National.
want to sit at the table? I'm too tired to move. I'm so comfortable on this stool. I've never sat in one in my life. So
Those stools are never comfortable.
She did it all.
No, I've sat in some comfy stools like that
And
before.
there were moments where she wanted to leave, and I think
that shape.
you know.
Yeah, like one of my aunties had
good on
a
her
set
that
like
she
that.
did
They were
that.
actually quite nice.
What do you think Sylvester's gonna think about us being in here together?
I don't
He's
give
gonna
a
have a heart
shit.
attack? Yes. Are you kidding? He's gonna hit the ceiling.
Thanks to Big Bro, we got the time to work our situation out, which was really very, very heavy.
We both done wrong to each other, but I have the utmost respect for her, and I'm sorry she's not still in the family.
It seems
No,
that
Jackie, you did wrong.
Through its devious gameplay, Big Brother had inadvertently ended a family feud running 17 years.
Do you want to see? No, I'm too bored.
But there's one
I'm sorry with Jackie though at that point, like, she's just a dodgy old lady, just like throw something at her and like, there you go, have some knitting.
Yeah, like have some chocolates. We're good now. Like that's. It's not hard to bribe old women to love you. You give them chocolates.
Anyway, that's the life and times of Jackie Stewart.
Jackie Stallone.
Stallone,
Jackie
sorry.
Stallone. Who the fuck's
Yeah.
Jackie Stewart?
Actually, who is Jackie Stewart?
I don't know.
Why is it in my head?
There's a new rabbit hole. Who's Jackie Stewart? Do you need me to spell Jackie?
I'm trying to figure out why I know that name.
Google her then. Fucking Jackie. Ckie. St.
Oh, that's why I know her.
Him.
Him.
That
yeah.
looks like a him to me.
It is him. The
Yeah,
best
'cause
British,
he's married to Helen, so it's a fella, yeah.
best British Formula racer.
Never heard of him.
Hmm?
Never heard of him.
I think I like the Formula 1 racing.
Yeah. I like watching the cars go brum brum. That's...
You know, he did come out. He did. Tell me, he did once, which was funny as fuck. He did one of the Top Gear laps
Okay.
with
You realize I didn't
Classic.
get into Top Gear till I was like 17, right?
No.
Like...
To be honest, it's like car stuff, like car TV shows. Top Gear was what got me into it.
Yeah, no,
Because they had like Fifth Gear, Fifth Run,
Never
and there was like, Fifth Gear was like more down with like, this is the car, and this give you basically get the user manual out and give you painstaking detail of the manual.
There are 3 car shows I've ever watched. They're Top Gear / the Grand Tour. Right? I count them as one. Right?
Technically, yeah.
Bangers to Cash.
Yeah.
On the History Channel. I've watched that. And Netflix's Drive to Survive. Because that's what got me into Formula 1. Was watching Drive to Survive.
Flipping Bangers is a good one if you want to get into the frustration side of cars.
I'm okay, thank you. Like, so my dad's really into like those kinds of shows, and like he keeps trying to get like when I'm like around visiting, like we'll sit down, like you'll like be watching them on telly, and he'd be like, "Oh, how do you think they're gonna fix that broken bit?" And it's like, I mean, I can tell you how I'd try and fix it.
Hammer.
And be like, how are you gonna fix it? And be like, well, it's a snapped drive shaft, so I take a welder to it, and then I get hit in the head and call them an idiot, and have you explain to me how to actually fix that problem, and then I almost immediately forget that information. And then they do the thing my dad suggests. He goes, see, I told you. And it's like, yeah, I don't give a flying fuck.
Maybe
I've long since established I'm the kind of driver where if my car breaks, I'm phoning a professional to come fix it. I'm not fixing it myself. We've long established that that's my vibe.
Most drive shafts with a brake, you just pull it out and replace it.
Yeah.
You don't try and weld because it'll just explode in your ass.
Like we proved this with me and my dad. I proved to him I'm not a mechanically minded person when, all the times my bike broke and I just took it to a mechanic and went, fix please.
Yeah.
And the mechanic would say, what's broken on it? And I would say, well, I don't know what bit's broken, but I can tell you the symptoms of the problem. And I'd do that and he'd go, oh, that bit's, it's done a wibbly woo in the crankshaft, and you're going to need a himra blue, and I replaced waggle shav, and we're going to put a quantum resonator in its quantum chamber, and it's going to work again. And I'd go, okay, magic man, how much is it going to cost me? 40 quid. And now we're speaking my language. Here you go, sir. Fix my motorbike now.
Think about how my goose does this. It's like phones in the garage and goes, it's making a noise. What kind of noise? Sort of like a...
Oh no, I didn't phone bike garages. I drive the broken bike to the fucking garage.
What bikers do?
Get off, go to the guy and be like, right, my bike's doing this thing, and I don't like it. And he'd go, oh, you've got a wibbly woo, would you wabba dab? And I'd go like, sure. Probably, I have no clue. And he's like, I'm not asking, I'm telling. Good for you.
The only reason
fix it now.
The only reason I learned to fix my bike was one, my dad was kind of inclined, and two, is because the bike had the shadow. Because I had a habit of tearing its chains and sprockets about, because although they put a 125 engine in it, they put the gearbox from a fucking 750 in it.
That'll tear its chains, yeah.
So its torque would just rip them apart all the time. Because again, to get the torque, the chain and sprocket from a 125.
There were 4 issues on my bike I fixed by hand, myself. Because they were dead easy, right? The brake cable and the clutch cable, where you pull it and it makes the engine
throttle.
The throttle cable, thank you. Both of those snapped, so I replaced those.
How did you manage that?
I have no idea. I was driving, right? And I'd slowed down because there was a junction. I let a car go, and then I went to go and I pulled my throttle, and it went twang, and the bike went.
We'll just screw a second hand.
Yes.
That's for a while then.
So yeah, I went to go for it, and it went schnang, dead. Fuck. However, my dad was behind me in his van, so we threw it in his van and we drove it back to the house and fixed it. And then I replaced my wing mirrors because one of them snapped off in a medium speed collision with the ground.
You just screw that on, it's easy.
And no, the screw had snapped, so I had to dig that out with a chisel.
Defred and...
No, I didn't. I managed to get it out without defreading anything.
Alright.
I was quite impressed with myself. I just kind of forced it out with a chisel. I basically got a chisel and hammered it into the top of the screw. And then twisted it back out. I was quite impressed with myself. So I bought new, brand new, both.
Yeah.
Replaced both. Did that. And then... It doesn't count on my list, but I did this too. The mount that the wing mirror goes into, that's got the button for the horn and the lights. You know that little mount?
Yeah, the actual fucking control unit.
Yeah, that snapped, that shattered. So I got some electrical tape and I electrotaped it back together onto the bike.
Yeah, that's not going to pass MOT.
Believe it or not, that did pass the MOT.
How?
Because I used the same colour of tape as the casing and the guy didn't notice.
The guy was an idiot.
Yes, the guy basically went over to the bike. Because I was there when he was doing the MOT. He went over to it, pressed it, and went hank, flicked it. Yeah, lights work. Tick. Moved on. And he was like, he didn't notice that the tape's there. Good. So I did that, and then I replaced my starter motor, and I replaced my battery. Because my starter motor shredded its gears off itself. You know, the little gears on the starter motor that catch your main gears? Yeah, those completely filed themselves down.
Were you running a starter when the engine was going like?
No. Clearly the guy that owned the bike before me didn't know you're supposed to just...
Yeah.
And was clearly going... with the end of the starter motor, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's an extra power boost, watch this!
Yeah, no, for starting the bike. So when I first got it, I was having trouble getting it to start, so I eventually got frustrated and just took the paneling off and looked at it, and there was 2 teeth left on the fucking starter motor, and I was like, that's why that's doing that, right. put that back together, went onto like the interwebs and found a starter motor I needed. Ordered,
You failed.
got my uncle to order it for me because he's rich and he owed me a favour. And
If you've ever pissed Tom off on bikes, you like 3 bolts, pull it off, pull it out,
Yeah.
someone in, click it back in, pull wire in.
like it took more time to find the fucking starter motor than it did to replace the starter
They
motor.
do.
It was a bitch to find it. But
Like Tom was like tiny on more bikes, like
yeah.
Like, okay.
It was just I didn't think it would be in behind the air filter, so it was a bitch to locate it. But found it and took it out, put a new one in, and then like. Because it was literally the next day I had to replace the battery because I finished doing that, right? My uncle and my dad were there to help, right? So I started up the bike, yeah, it's worked, brilliant. Right, fucking took it for a spin, yeah, we've got no other issues coming up, brilliant. Parked it up, got off, turned the engine off, went inside, put the cover on it and everything. Came back out the next day because I had to go to the shop. Realised I'd left the key in, so the engine was off but the lights were still on.
Completely drained your body flat.
Completely drained it. It's like I got on it, saw the key and went, oh, it's probably fine. I probably remembered to like flick it double, and then I turned it once and the starter motor went zzz. And I was like, oh no, I didn't flick it twice. That's
They're bump started.
Fuck.
They're bump started.
Well, you see, I could have done, but I didn't have a car on hand to.
No, bump. That's jump.
Oh, you mean a roll start?
Yeah, it's called bumping.
Yeah, so I did end up doing that. Yeah, so because there was like that steep hill next to my old house, I just kind of wheeled it over to that hill, held the brake, got on, and just let go of the brake and just kept tapping the fucking button until the engine kicked in. Here we go.
No, everybody just hit the throttle.
Yeah, so I took it up to the shop, and then just left it running outside the shop.
Yeah,
While I went in quickly to grab the shit and came back out, and then
Bumps on like automatics, but it's hardish because you don't have the gears you can grind into kicking a bump up. I mean, I can bump up that fucking trike. That was a bastard. You know, pushing.
It did it.
It did. 'Cause part of the trike is it was long, yes.
Yeah.
But it was also short at the same time for when you get straight pushing it. So you get a full stride, you get pull power in legs.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it because the back wheels then you kept running stuff over the fucking back wheel.
I didn't even bother like pushing. I just let gravity do its thing and just hey,
Right.
get me to the shops.
Let's get back on these videos because we're 2.5 hours in.
Yeah.
Where are you going anyway? Where are you going?
I was gonna go make a brew.
Ah.
And maybe some strap.
We're gonna go cook quick. Everything will cook quick.
We've got soup.
Do we have soup?
Yeah, we've got tins of soup still. The plan was to see if we still have squashes or
No.
nondescript meat slabs. And
We've got ribs, but it'll take about an hour. I've got some titties left.
yeah, we've got tinned potatoes, yeah.
No.
I think we've got like half a sack somewhere in a cupboard, yeah. I don't know. Let's see what I can look up.
Just gonna throw some chips in the fryer.
I mean, I could. Yeah, I might do that actually. That sounds quicker.
You throw a mix of it now.
That means making new chips.
Yeah, bitch.
Bastard.
Twat.
Ooh, or. Oh, or.
What?
Oh, I've never put in one. Never mind.
Burn one what?
I was thinking jacket potato, but I've never put in one.
They're too small for jagged titties.
Huh?
They're too small for jagged titties, them ones.
Do the job though. See, I'm not getting anything to put in. Stay. Get in.
Okay.
Frankly, the fall off for Mark Cuban is pretty crazy. I mean, this is the guy on Shark Tank who exposed epic scams, and now he's like, oh sure, I'd love some of that Hawk 2 coin. Nah, Hawk 2 is so good. But about 20 minutes before the actual launch of the coin, which by the way would mean that it launched at 4:20 p.m. Weed. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so stoned, dude. Weed. 20 minutes before launch, Haley would make an announcement promoting the coin, and people were already investigating how the Hawk 2 coin was being distributed, and according to Bubble Maps, they actually managed to point out that 96% of the supply was in a single cluster, the conclusion of which is basically that inside traders actually own 96% of the available stock. Even when you tried to buy this coin, the sites would literally warn people, hey, the top 10 holders of this coin own 95% of it, this is probably a fucking scam. And yet, thousands of people somehow still bought into it. Well, lo and behold, literally 20 minutes after launch, the Hawk 2 coin chart was literally a giant, big red candle. Essentially meaning that right after all the plebs pumped up the price, all of the insiders immediately sold their supply and made a bunch of money. So, to the average person that was investing in this, I don't know who is investing in the Hawk 2 coin, but say bye to your life savings. Bye-bye!
Yeah.
I'm down around $20,000 right now on the Hawk coin. I really hope that Haley Welsh can provide us with some roadmap updates or something. I, for one, am completely shocked and surprised by the way this turned out. Please send help ASAP. There are so many meme tweets about this that you actually have to dig to an extent to find the people who are actually mad about this. this coin being rugged, but they do exist, they are out there. And on one hand, I want to call these people just absolute morons because you're literally investing in the Hawk2 coin, like what is wrong with you? But at the same time, there's probably some 50-year-old guys out there who are just jerking off to the Talk to a podcast on the reg, and you know, maybe they have dreams of making it big, of making it out the hood, and so they decide to invest in the Hawk2 coin, not realizing the 90% of influencer.
Yeah, it's no. How to explain this? It's yeah, I can see the point. It's just idiotic at this point in what they're doing. Yeah, if you bought into that, you deserve what you got. It's not nice it happened to you, but fucking hell, you deserved it. You really fucking did. You know, it's such blatant bullshit. I'm sorry. It's just, yeah, words escape me.
For crypto tokens are in fact scams. It's like on one hand, anyone who bought this coin needs to be checked into a mental hospital and assigned some kind of caretaker. But on the other, it's still patently a shitty thing to attempt to scam people out of their money, whether you succeed or not. People got so angry about this that someone even filed a report on the SEC's website about Hawk, the coin Hawk. Now, once Haley Welch saw that there was a lot of this shit going on, there were a lot of people speculating about why the coin was crashing, she decided to personally post an update to her Twitter account, which starts with copy and pasting. So someone sent this to her to copy and paste, but she writes, Hawkonomics, which apparently is the name for people who are investing in the Hawk coin. Team hasn't sold one token and not one KOL was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers the best we could through high fees in the start of a launch, but the fees have now been dropped. Now, obviously, people weren't too happy about this explanation, so they started retorting with screenshots, clearly showing the wallets of the team members mass selling off this coin. And Haley's tweet was so badly received, the lie was so big, that she even got community noted by people saying the team and insiders have actually been selling their tokens since launch. A majority have never purchased anything and have only sold the tokens they were given. Haley is lying and will likely have to talk to a judge after this. Dude, the jokes are just, we gotta stop. We gotta stop with the jokes. It's too much, alright? I've engaged in this in the past, alright? I have, you know, posted a good Hawk2 meme or two there, but we gotta be done. We gotta be done at this point. No more. The Hawk2 joke is over. It's serious now. Now, the team itself would also post a long response where they kind of tried to explain themselves, and they said, there's been a wild amount of FUD circulating. You're really gonna use the term FUD for people claiming that you're pulling a fucking scam on Hawk2's audience? You're gonna call it FUD? Well, whatever. Let us explain. The main piece going around on X is the 96% cluster seen on bubble maps, which shows Hawk tokens being sent by the player address to the related address according to the tokenomics that was published. The other 3% was seeded into a Meteora LP and burned. We seeded 0.3% into a Radium pool. Haley's team has absolutely no tokens whatsoever. Haley's team has 10% allocation, which is locked for 1 year and invested over 3 years. The rest of the tokens are distributed into the different wallets as according to the tokenomics. More details to follow, but for now, we invite the community to reply with other concerns they have and we'll address them as best they can. So they're really trying their best here to quell the controversy because obviously they want this coin to succeed, not in the way that you would want a good crypto coin to succeed, but in the way that you would want a shit coin to accrue a bunch of value over a short amount of time so that you can then sell off whatever your shares are and make a bunch of money on it. Now, this tweet would also get community noted, basically the same exact thing as Haley happened, but honestly, I think this tweet in and of itself is even worse because not only do they blatantly lie, they just spin this entire yarn about fucking nothing, which I think frankly might implicate them more than just lying. Now, at this point, things were getting pretty crazy on Twitter. Obviously, everyone was weighing into the situation, and you know, on one hand, you had people memeing about it, like, how did anyone invest in Hawk2 coin? But then coffeezilla, the guy who investigates this kind of stuff on YouTube, really came into the picture here, and he ended up getting involved in the story. You see, Haley created a Twitter space to try and clear the air, and she pretty much just made it really, really bad for herself as coffeezilla called out her and her team and just absolutely slapped his dick on their faces. It was brutal.
Be happy to answer. I have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
That's coffeezilla.
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Now, essentially what happened in this Twitter space is the Hawk2 team lied by omission. They claimed they were innocent because technically they didn't sell tokens, but in reality, they held a pre-sale for investors. Now, according to these investors, they got in at $16.69 million in total valuation, and at that point, if they sold out the entire 17% they held, then that would mean they gained about $2.8 million through the pre-sale. So it's definitely misleading to say that the team didn't sell tokens when they pre-sold them. Literally, in a literal sense, they said it themselves, and those investors who held the coin then decided to dump the token on the fans as soon as it went public to make money off of it. You can even see this directly in the graph that they tweeted out.
And then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here. It says Haley's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked.
Now, Coffee goes on to say that, they weren't targeting people that were crypto savvy. They were targeting the average Hawk2A fan, so you can't really blame them. But I am going to blame them slightly. I'm going to victim blame here a little bit. Frankly, it's fucked up. They got scammed. I feel bad for them, but I don't think you need to be a financial crypto genius to know that you shouldn't be putting your life savings into the Hawk2A coin. Like, I'm sorry, but, if you're investing in Hawk2A coin and you got scammed, I feel bad for you. I hope that repercussions happen to Haley Welch, but at the same time, you also should not be able to access a bank account ever again. Regardless of that, I do think that coffeezilla makes a pretty good point that the founders of this project were straight up saying that they were targeting people that were not familiar with the crypto space. I mean, they even said that in the Twitter space that he was in.
These are people that are outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding, and they don't give a shit. They don't even know what a market cap is. They just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join the community. Cool.
You could literally see on their website, they say Hawk will onboard normies, which is pretty much as transparent as you can get when you're trying to lure sheep into the wolf's den. They are going out of their way specifically to target people who are dumb boomers who are not knowledgeable about crypto, or maybe young people who aren't knowledgeable about crypto and haven't been watching the coffeezilla coverage of this stuff. They're trying to get people in the door to be like, hey buddy, let's have a conversation about how you need to invest every penny you've ever made in Hawk2A coin. It's going to the moon. Now, a big part of this scam that Coffee breaks down is also in relation to the fees. Essentially what they did was they added a 15% fee that would directly go to them. It's pure profit for all the sales of this coin. Now, the team behind the Hawk2A coin claimed multiple times that the reasoning for this was to prevent snipers. And what a sniper is in crypto is essentially somebody who has a bunch of bots waiting around on their computer. They see a coin's going to go public. Those bots then buy up that coin as much as possible, put it into some wallets, and once they've got a bunch of the coin, they can then dump it as soon as it seems like a good time, and then they'll make money from the sale, obviously. But if you actually look into the Hawk2A team, that seems to be complete nonsense. Because the top sniper from this project would only benefit $1.3 million. Meanwhile, the official Hawk2A team would profit $2 million just from fees from those sales. And keep in mind, this isn't like labor charges, this isn't taxes. This is literally just a stapled on fee they added because they wanted more money. That's it. Give us more money, please, now. Now, when asked who made the profit from these fees, the team would really dodge the question and just keep repeating that a foundation was made, whatever that means.
Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pool?
That's not a fee. That's the problem.
Who's making fees?
Keep this thing going.
Yeah, the fees were. I mean, I need to wish Vegas this because he's got an opinion on the fees. Hang on, I'll see if I can call them by power. Unicorns. That didn't work. How do you call people like that, him? How do we summon the soul of a man like Vegas? No clue, anyway. 2 seconds. Put this for a second. We have summoned him back from the place of rebirth. Right, they're about the fee. They're about the fees here. And you had a lot to say about the fees itself, on the transaction fees.
Yes. 15% is fucking ungodly.
Yeah.
Like, I know drug mules that pay less commission. Hell, I know cartel members that ask for less commission on drug deals. Like, it is an ungodly amount of fucking commission to ask.
Now, the claim about the tweet in the pro here was supposed to try to stop snipers.
Like, honestly, between that commission, right, and your fucking, like, your taxes that you'll pay on the profit, you're not making a profit margin. You're losing your profit margin to the 15% fucking transaction fee and tax.
No, there's the roll.
Coward. I made medium rare chips and Fatman T's not happy with it.
I want to recook them so they're actually edible.
Mine's are perfectly yellow, see?
Edible, I said, not yellow.
Oh. Mine's are perfectly edible.
I forgot.
See, you like medium rare meat, but you won't have a medium rare vegetable. Fucking weirdo.
No, it tastes because they're fucking poisonous.
No, they're not.
Yes, yeah.
No. Potatoes aren't poisonous.
Yes, yeah.
No, they're not.
Anyway, you talk to.
That's broccoli you're thinking of that's poisonous.
Broccoli's not poisonous, broccoli's fighting the roll.
Broccoli's green, it must be poisonous. Hello people, it's me, Mr. Vegas. Starting his lonesome. Eat a medium rare potato. It's delicious, my medium rare potato. So how are you, everyone? Please put down in the comments if you're having a nice day. Unless you're not having a nice day, in which case keep it to yourself.
I didn't even fed yet.
Huh?
You didn't fed yet.
Yes, they had their lunch about, I think it was 4 when I fed them their lunch.
Oh.
My plan is to do them their tea when I've done having my supper.
For years, okay? That's how do you think they're so expensive?
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteor Pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who's that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
For context, for anyone confused, over here is the name of one of the co-hosts.
Yeah,
in that call. Because that threw me for a loop the first time he said it.
1.8 million.
Is it two? It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
Right, everyone care about the foundation. Foundation is basically a collection of people selling under one group. This will technically control the coin and the profit margin of the coin. But essentially what coffeezilla is asking for is who gets the final payout from the foundation.
Yes.
Who's the owner of the foundation. Right? Now usually a foundation is a collective.
Yes, it usually runs like a co-op where everyone gets an equal split.
Yes.
At the end.
After paying like all fees off that to exist. Problem with crypto, there's not generally that many fees.
Well, there's one fee in particular that usually isn't involved in crypto that they're going to mention in a minute that's going to...
Well, the sales tax.
No, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear him say something fucking stupid and you're going to laugh your ass off.
Right, here we go.
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all make the money?
How can you know it's the foundation if it's her
That's
foundation?
Not the stupid bit. That's not the stupid
I know, but it's still a
bit.
stupid thing to say.
It is, but...
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way,
Now, we still don't technically know who directly profited from these fees, but it is presumably whoever was behind it, meaning probably Haley or someone on her team. Now, Doc Hollywood is also one of the main people behind this scheme, and for some reason, he's also Howie Mandel's son-in-law. I don't know why there's so many celebrity connections to Hawk 2.
Really?
Yes. Believe
Wow.
it or not, yes. Doc Hollywood is Howie Mandel's son-in-law.
Howie Mandel's quite a decent guy.
Mm-hmm.
You must be ashamed of this.
Right now, I cannot fathom it. Maybe it has something to do with Howie Mandel having Hawk 2 on his show and telling her that she's Jewish. By the way, that's not like an anti-Semitic joke or anything. That is literally what happened on the show. It's a really weird situation, but basically this guy, Doc Hollywood, seems to be the one who got Haley into crypto and shitcoins in the first place. So some people are speculating that Haley's actually the innocent.
Sure, Doc Hollywood involved in quite a few
This
crypto
guy,
polls.
He's using her platform.
Well, polls in
for
recent
profit.
years.
That's all up in the air on who you want to believe and who's blame you want to place this on. I mean, on one hand, Hawk 2, a girl I would assume is not the brightest pick of the litter, so to speak, not the brightest hen in the roost.
I believe this is the first time he's been like a head player in one.
Time, you know, she is an adult. She has a public platform. She's ultimately responsible for whatever she does and promotes on that platform. So I don't really feel bad for her.
Oh.
Now in that Twitter space, Coffeezilla basically
I was
berated
ready
these
for
guys
that.
for 30 minutes, and it is pretty funny. But before he joined, Doc Hollywood sounded notably unhinged, and he was actually calling everyone listening mentally ill.
most of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? Not great people. I don't know, right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having meltdown.
You know, honestly, y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? Most of
Yes, that's what you scamming off, you twat.
Yes. Yes.
You finish up, I'll go take my actual cooked chips out now.
Coward. Embrace the medium rare chip.
No.
It's the superior chip.
It's not.
It's superior. It is superior in every way. Much like the redacted people. It's better. Insert your own joke. It's better in every way. Ugh. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's just the two of us. Yes, you and I. Oh, you and I. Just the two of us on our own. Ugh. Interesting things have been going on. You know what? I'll find he's away. I'll talk about this quickly because it's unrelated as fuck. I bet. Oh, he's back. Oh, you'll never know what I was going to talk about. The people will never know what glorious things I was going to tell them. They will all die unaware of the glorious secrets I hold.
Thanks, I was lucky.
I'll tell them anyway. So I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey recently. Really fucking good. Oh my god, it's so good. I went into it expecting it to just be like, I'm not gonna enjoy this. Like it's got all the same stuff as Valhalla. I didn't like Valhalla, so I'm not gonna like this. Oh no, it's so much better than Valhalla.
Yeah.
Which makes the failure of Valhalla
Worse.
more baffling. I've been saying for years with Valhalla, all they had to do was do Black Flag, but Vikings.
Yeah.
It's so much worse. All they had to do was do the last game, but Vikings. And they somehow fucked that up. It doesn't make sense. But I have grown to appreciate one change they made in Valhalla. The parry button.
Oh.
Parry being on one button instead of fucking two is the only good thing about Valhalla.
Yeah.
Just the one thing I'm not enjoying about Odyssey is parry is two buttons. But it's been completely nullified as an objection because there's a dodge button that's equally as effective. So I've just become a very agile Spartan in Odyssey instead of a very blocky Spartan, and it's infinitely fucking easier.
I think basically, probably though, what's most worse about it is Odyssey and Valhalla work off exactly the same engine.
Yes, they do. Yeah. I mean, let me really put it into perspective for everybody here, for how bad Valhalla is, right? Aesthetically speaking, I prefer Vikings to ancient Greeks / ancient Romans, right?
Yeah.
I find their culture more interesting. You know, they did some cooler shit historically. It's like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, realistically, as a game concept, was made for me, right? Despite this, however, right? Because I played both Assassin's Creed Valhalla and I'm playing Odyssey in the exact same way to each other. I put it on the hardest difficulty for everything, explorer mode, so I have to use the fucking scouting shit to, like, so that it's useful. Right? Do all of that, right? Exact same setup, right? With Assassin's Creed Valhalla, to get to, you know, the point in the game where it comes up, you know, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
During the story missions, right? Getting to that point of the game's story, basically out of the prologue.
Yes.
That took me 3 installs of Valhalla.
Get to England, basically.
Yes. Because the first time I installed it, I played maybe 10 minutes and went, this is shit. And stopped playing. Then after a couple of weeks, I heard rumours that a patch had come out that made it better. So I reinstalled it. I got about halfway through the prologue and went, this is still shit. And then last year, I got to England for the first time, powered my way through for a while, and went, after about 4 hours playing the game, went, no, this is just shit, and uninstalled it. I've played Odyssey 2 days in a row now, right? Earlier today, I got past the prologue where it comes up Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I got off of the island of Thermopylae?
Yeah.
No, it's not Thermopylae, that's where the Spartans do their thing. It was...
Thermopylae.
Whatever the name of the island is
Thermopylae.
you're from, and it's not Thermopylae.
It is.
It definitely isn't. Whatever that island is called anyway in Greece, this prologue is set in. I got off of that bit, I got my boat and everything, you know, and it was like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I've had fun the entire time. Even if I've been getting my shit rocked, I've been having fun. Is it map? Do map. Kefalonia, that was it. Kefalonia. I know it was something vaguely oriental, I just couldn't remember.
Even as a map, Kefalonia is quite a nice map.
I'll be honest, like, looking at like the entire map of like the Greek islands that you've got access to, all of it looks just really good on the map. Like it's a big fucking world map you've been given to play with.
That's the thing people complain. That's the biggest complaint people had about it was like there was too much to do for an Assassin's Creed game.
I disagree. I like how open it's looking so far. Like, because it was the complaint I had about Valhalla, of I'm a Viking. Why is my world map England?
Yeah.
Why aren't I getting? Because you've got characters constantly referencing like, oh yes, I'm a Viking and I went down to Israel, and I did some Viking stuff in Israel, and it's like, yeah, could I get some Israel? No, I can pay 20 quid for a DLC that gives me Ireland. Oh. Could I get anything? No, I get one mission set in Paris. Okay. Alright, fuck you, video game. Like, yeah, I don't like it. But I do like Odyssey. Odyssey's fucking great. I'm having just the best time with Odyssey. Now, I'm going to quickly run upstairs and put my shoes on, because I think your dog wants to pee. And as we all know, I don't trust your dog.
Sorry, Bill meeting. Listen.
If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token. And you guys should be kissing my outfit.
And at one point, a familiar face from the YouTube side of things, FaZe Banks, would even join and basically roast the shit out of them and tell Haley that she needs to fire her team if she isn't culpable for whatever's happening here.
This 100% was a mismanaged, miswashed. Like this is what coffeezilla said. I would label this a scam as well. It's pretty obvious. Like coffeezilla brought up, 97% of the tokens bundled in the same cluster. In layman's terms, that just basically means 90%. 97% of all the tokens owned were by related wallets, friends of friends of friends of friends. They were like,
no, it's not true. It's not true.
Yeah, yes, it is true. Yes, no, it's 100% true.
But the weird thing about it is that Haley was pretty much silent throughout the entire Twitter space. As everyone else spoke and bickered and went back and forth, she was just silent sitting there. But after a while, she decided she was a little bit eepy and had to go to bed, alright? So she just went to bed and ended the space. And frankly, you know what? I do feel bad for her the more I think about it. You know, Haley Welch is just a girl after all, so I think all of you crypto incels need to leave her alone. You say she's being investigated for a crypto scam worth millions of dollars. I I say she's sleepy, she's a princess, and she needs to go to bed to wake up and record Talk 2 tomorrow. So leave her alone.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual, like,
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Now, as this investigation was going on, obviously a lot of different people were being reached out to by CoffeeZilla, by others who were victims of the scam, by others who were just messing around with everything. And as it turns out, Haley's transactional entertainment lawyer ended up contacting CoffeeZilla to try and clear the air about this. And he said she was paid in advance from her company to handle the token marketing of $125,000. That's the only money she's seen today. Now, when this guy was asked what the agreement was after the launch went on, obviously implying, like, is she going to make money past that point? The lawyer ended up responding saying she was supposed to get 50% of net proceeds after payment of costs to third parties. And obviously, based on that 50%, she would stand to gain millions of dollars from the coin being sold, so it's not like she has no stake in this coin going to the moon, or, you know, going to the moon for like 1 second and then being gone.
She should feel bad. I hope she does, really, because she got in bed with these people who clearly saw dollar signs. She saw dollar signs, and they did this, and people have been hurt. So, yeah, that's basically it.
Now, whether or not Haley knew this was a scam is still up in the air, obviously, but...
This is my point.
Straight. That's a great pun. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well played, Keem. Well fucking played, buddy. Oh my god. I don't get on with Keemstar very often, but that's a good fucking joke. Holy shit.
That Keemstar, was it?
Yeah, that's who runs Drama Alert now.
Yeah.
Well, always has, actually. Then the guy who started Drama Alert. Don't tell YouTube. But
this is my point, right, with Haley.
If you don't get that joke, you're too young. But,
This is my point with Haley. Right, is I don't think she had full knowledge of what was going on.
Yeah.
Doc Hollywood.
Oh yeah, Doc Hollywood.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
You got confused for a minute with the fucking old gunslinger,
Yeah.
didn't you? Fucking Doc Holliday.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I've been to his grave, you know. Doc
yeah?
Holliday, yeah.
Supposed to be a nice grave, actually.
Yeah. It's not for this, as far as graves go, pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. It's in I can never remember the name of the city. It's in Colorado. It's a city in Colorado. It's in. It's like the only thing of note about said city in Colorado is Doc Holliday died there and they buried him there.
There's the one in Texas where the kids' graves, the grave is. Like, people go there, oh, it must be great. No, it's like...
It's literally a tree. There's
a
tree there and a sign that says, Billy the Kid's body's vaguely around here somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool.
And a old guy sitting there going, well, where's your grave? Well, you see, back in the day...
Back in the day, they weren't too good at marking their graves, don't you know, boy? You know, and then like by the end of the story, it's like, oh, it's like fucking 4 steps to the right of that tree.
Yeah.
But only if you're 5'7". If you're 6'2", it's actually a step and a half from the tree to the right. Unless, of course, you're 3'5", in which case it's 15 steps and a 4-day ride by donkey from the tree, and you got to take a left at the equator. You know, and you'd grow to hate yourself by the end of this conversation.
Now, the reason I'm about here, because this was the tree was hung from. Not the exact tree, that died. We got a new one put in place, just in case.
But it's in the exact same spot the original tree was in.
Exact same size.
It's only off by about 2 millimeters. Therefore, it's good enough.
That same type too, man. You can't tell the difference.
Exactly. You know, it's like, I can't tell the difference. The branches are the wrong shape.
What happened to the original one? It got cut down for building the gallows. That's ironic.
I was gonna say, you didn't think just to use a tree as the gallows like you had previously been doing? No? You thought you'd modernize a little bit? Okay.
When they did that, they had standards in execution. You know, it's a family event. You can't just use a tree, man. You gotta have proper...
That makes it more family friendly if you use a tree. It's an educational experience
That's
for
what I love
young
about,
people.
That's what I love about the French Revolution.
Yeah.
The executions were literally advertised to the public
Family event.
as a family event.
I mean, to be fair, what's a better way to grow together as a family than watching the king you all four hate have his fucking head cut off?
Here's a question, right? So you can get the answer to this one.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last beheading by guillotine in France?
I know it was disgustingly recent.
It is, yes.
I want to say it was the 1900s, wasn't it? It was a 19-year.
It's 19-year, yes.
I want to say then it would have been the 1970s.
Close.
60s?
Not 60s, you're in the 70s.
It wasn't 73. I'm going to say 73 then.
75.
75? I was not far away.
1975.
Working off rough memory, I was not far away for a change. Like,
which is quite... the last hanging in England, right? I think was... I want to double check. I'm pretty sure it was in the 80s.
Out of curiosity as well, have I ever told the story of the time I did the math for figuring out when the French Revolution happened, ass backwards and upside down, and still got it right? Have I ever told that story on this show?
I think so, yes.
I'm gonna tell it again anyway, because I like it. I like that story. It's a funny story from my life.
64 was last hanging.
1964.
Yes.
And it was in the United
It was
Kingdom.
Durham, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was last hanging. Because Durham was the last kill prison.
Ah.
Or Velvet.
So I was in history class in high school, right?
Yeah.
And we weren't learning about the French Revolution at fucking all. But somehow the French Revolution ended up coming up in conversation in class. And the history teacher was like, can anyone tell me when the French Revolution happened, right? So I quickly did some mental math, right? And I'll tell you how I did my mental math, right? I remembered the song My Revolution by Miracle of Sound, right, which is about Assassin's Creed Unity, which is set in the French Revolution. So I remembered that song, and then the rough plot to the movie Les Miserables, right? And I remembered a scene in Les Miserables where it says the year, and I evidently misremembered the year, right? And I stuck my hand up and I went, the French Revolution, sir, started in, and I'm going to get this wrong, because I don't remember it anymore, but I stuck my hand up and I said, fucking, I think it was 1865 or some shit I'd said, and he was like, correct! And then I explained to my teacher what my mental math was, and he went, you did that math entirely wrong. Which is when I found out that the movie Les Miserables isn't about the French Revolution at all.
No.
It's about the French barricade revolutions that happened after the French Revolution. It's a completely different fucking rebellion altogether. And I had no clue and still got the right answer at the time. I can no longer get that answer right because I don't care that much about the French Revolution.
Right, the last one, actually, we're both wrong.
Are we?
77.
77? Where?
In France. That's the routine.
Fair. I know it was the 70s.
Yeah.
Because I know it was either like late 70s, early 80s.
A Tunisian immigrant,
Oh.
Hamid Al-Jawda, was executed
For the torture slaying of his girlfriend. Not just a normal slaying, a torture slaying. Man really aimed for
killed
it.
her in revenge after she reported to the authorities he had tried to force
her into prostitution.
Guillotine was the spot.
Jesus Christ.
To be fair, yeah, okay.
Like, yeah, fair, killed a guy, but like, Jesus. Like, man was aiming to die, wasn't he? Fucking hell. Like, man really decided he was gonna go for the platinum achievement of execution. Like, fucking hell.
You gotta go out in style.
Like, I'm gonna be the last man executed in this manner, and I'm gonna do something fucking special to earn that right. Like, man took it to heart to earn what he wants.
He literally spent the platinum achievement for like
really dead.
For death.
Like, god damn, that's impressive.
Oh.
Do you know what I might look at, by the way, later on?
What's that?
Like, after the show? Might look into platinuming Odyssey.
Alright.
Like, that's how much I'm enjoying the game so far. I'm like, even though I'm like right near the start of the game still, I'm already here like, I might try and platinum this, because I'm having that much fun with the game so far.
If you plan on doing that, then
like, I genuinely suspect I might try
do
platinum
the achievements, because a lot of the achievements, like the bullshit achievements,
yeah,
you need to do early on.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably going to be the case. I'm still thinking, like, I might look at the list and see,
yeah,
how is this line up? Can I fit this into my platinuming schedule?
I think
like,
probably you can't fully plan, because I think one of the agreements you do with platinum requires the DLC for it.
Fair.
I can't quite remember.
Could be talked into buying a DLC, but
yeah, the guy they sped run. It's like
my plan's to have to follow up 4 platinum by like before the new year.
Yeah,
so.
it's like Texas. It's county in Texas. That allows you to choose your method of execution.
Yes, it does.
Via gas chamber, electrocution, or the needle.
I believe. Don't they also let you do firing squad still in Texas, or did they recently change that?
One county has firing squad, and that's very. If you have to do it, because with firing squad, the way the rules allow is, of the raw guns, only 1 bullet's allowed in.
Yeah, like the traditional manner of doing
the rest
firing
of,
squad.
rest are blanks. And last time they tried it, the guy missed.
How do you miss?
He missed.
How?
Then he hit. Then he fired again, hit him, but pretty much like instead of hitting the heart, like hit over here.
I got like center mass, just didn't do shit.
So by the rules of execution in America, you're gonna have to do 3 times try and execute him.
Yeah.
Third shot, right? Again, there's like missed center mass hit there. You know, so they had to take him back, get him treated, and let him go.
Hey.
Because where executions work in America is, you basically get 3 chances at it if you survive it.
If you survive all 3 attempts to kill your ass,
Yeah.
you get to live.
Yeah.
Like they just let you go.
That's why the executions in America like they're way over the top on how the lethality of it is.
Yeah.
Like
I like that though. I like that you have a fighting chance realistically.
Like
you can, by the grace of God, you're allowed to.
Yeah,
win.
where that comes from is like the precedent for it is Old Western.
Yeah.
From the gallows, doing hangings, like the pirate and like the frontier, because the idea was, you know, pull the lever, didn't work, because one guy set the precedent.
Mhm.
I believe he was a pirate.
Mhm.
In Caribbean, pull the lever, didn't happen. Nothing happened. Reset.
Is this the guy that became the what was it? It was Pirate Jesus, I think he's commonly referred to as.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
because he survived it, like so many attempts to like execute him.
Yeah.
And like gallows and firing squads and shit. It started to be believed by like fucking soldiers and shit. That he was like blessed by God and was like
Yeah.
the next Jesus.
That's
why God wouldn't let him die.
That's where the rules came from. Was he was a reincarnation of Saint Dismas.
Yeah, it was something stupid like that. Yeah, he
If
gets
you don't know who
commonly
Saint
referred
Dismas
to as,
is,
like,
he's a patron
Saint
saint of
Jesus.
pirates and thieves.
Yeah.
It's a great story to read about because it's one of my favourite saints in the whole fucking Bible.
I say he's commonly referred to like by like history nerds as like basically just Pirate Jesus.
Yeah.
Like
even back then, he like, lost his name to be called Pirate Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like exactly Pirate Jesus. I think like his
I
actual.
think it was a
nickname
Spanish
was,
version
like,
of Pirate Jesus. I think, or the African version of it.
I think it was something like that, or fucking the Saint Decius guy.
Saint Decius.
Yeah, I think it was,
Yeah.
like, Pirate Decius, or
It
it
was-
was something vaguely along those lines.
Yeah.
His like actual nickname was, but a lot of history nerds just call him like, Pirate Jesus.
Yeah, basically put him in the
It's quicker.
gallows, put it 3 times, didn't die.
It's when you got to like the pulled 3 times pirate, and I went, oh,
Yeah.
it sprung to me. I was like, oh, that Pirate Jesus dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
under
fuck.
the law for the Christian, because they
Really
take
cool.
so Christian stuff like that is that God wills them to survive.
Yes.
So you have them go. Call me again I think a month later.
Yeah,
still
doing piracy.
Send him death again. And they
Where's my fucking light?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
They try and hang him again. Right?
And dog stole my lighter. What the fuck?
Possibly. What the fuck?
It's a sweetie in the back of the chair.
Oh.
Oh, hang on, no, I found it. It was in the awkward bit of the pocket.
So
where it
try
came
him
with
again.
Camouflage into my thigh.
After that third time, we found out the reason the gas didn't work for, it was too heavy for the precise measure of the trigger mechanism they used. And because they're not allowed to redesign it under the law, right, and fuck it, we're not going to use gallows anymore. So they went for the firing squad.
We're going to shoot him.
Yeah, they went for the firing squad. Yeah, the night that happened, a rainstorm hit and wet all the powder for the muskets.
That's what happens when you leave your powder bottles out.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
Then after that, they did try guillotine. They borrowed guillotine from the French. And it because they had transport from France to for the execution, it was brilliant. Because it prepped this, we're going to get him again, we're going to be executed.
Like the blade got rusted, I'm assuming, and like
No.
fucked up in cargo.
No. Because they did dismantle it and they did seal the blade so it didn't rust. What they forgot to do was actually soak the wood after we got back.
Ah.
Because France is wetter than
Yes.
Caribbean was, so it dried out and warped slightly. Not so that people could see, but like a shipwright could see it, but the rest of them didn't. It's like warped anyway. Clink.
Does the blade just stopped like halfway
Yeah.
down, just stuck? Fucking what the fucking Christ?
I mean, eventually they get him, because what they did the next time was they just shot him before capturing him.
Just point blank range. Just
Yeah.
like this fucking. Give me the fucking gun.
Yeah.
Damn you, fuck you, Pirate Jesus, die.
Instead of the dead or alive order, I was like, is that him yet? There we go.
Just a dead order. Fuck you,
Yeah.
dead or alive. Just dead. Just shoot him.
It was-
It's like it's how I play Red Dead. Especially like Red Dead Redemption 1, where like we did a bounty missions of like, oh, wanted dead or alive, and it's like, oh, okay, dead. Because I can't be fucked trying to hogtie this asshole. And,
You know, funny, right?
like if he tries to run away, knock him, like go get him back, I can't be fucked with that. So I just shoot him.
Funny enough, most,
Every time I do a bounty mission in Red Dead 1 or 2, I just shoot the guy.
odd enough, right?
It's quicker.
Like most skip traders and bounty hunters in America, right? If you're trying to like a skip, the warrant for them actually still does say dead or alive
Yes, they do.
on it. Now they changed the rules on that one a little bit because what the change was, if you want them dead, you got half.
Yeah, you
the
get
pay.
half the bounty, yes.
That was stopped because a lot of the bail bonds like, I can't be able to reprocess him to bring back his corpse.
Yes, just
it's easy to deal with.
Shoot him, it's quicker.
Yeah. So there's a way to cocktail the Bill bomb off more than Bill. Because the bounty hunters don't care.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Like, you tell them to kill the guy, don't kill the guy. They don't care. As long as they get paid, they don't care. And you know what? Fair enough. The only bounty hunter that I think wouldn't kill the guy if you asked him to is Dog the bounty hunter. And even then, I feel like Dog would be willing to kill a bitch under the right circumstance.
Well, you almost did.
Like, I feel like you pull a gun on Dog, you getting shot. I don't think Dog gives a fuck.
No, you almost did. Like his daughter.
I remember, yeah, his daughter was doing with him for a while, wasn't she?
His daughter was married a guy. And the guy literally beat the shit out of her. So Dog, his brother,
I remember him going to court for this. Yeah.
And his two sons went to Mexico, found him, beat the living tar him, dragged him back to Hawaii.
And you know what?
To stand trial.
Fair to fuck enough.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even get mad at that, can you? Like, fair. You wouldn't try his ass, would you? You'd let him.
Oh, the Hawaii tried. They tried.
I wouldn't have. Like, you know, I think that should be a law. Like, if you batter somebody, like you batter your missus, and your father-in-law comes and kicks your cunt in, with like a posse of dudes, none of them are allowed to get in trouble because you fucking.
They couldn't get him for the beating because that's Mexico. The beating law for well, they tried to get him done with kidnapping because they brought him out of Mexico without extradition.
Even then, you know what?
But
I feel like if you as a dad, like your daughter gets abused by a guy and you kill the guy, you still shouldn't go to jail for murder. You should be allowed to kill him.
No, see,
that should be perfectly acceptable.
How Doug got away with it? I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Well, when they caught the guy and beat him up, he was in a port.
Yes.
Beyond the boundary port of the checkups, which makes it international space.
Yeah, so he wasn't technically kidnapped.
No, he wasn't. Well, he was kidnapped, but he wasn't technically kidnapped in Mexico. He was kidnapped in international space, which theoretically allowed them to rip him off and take him away.
Yes.
So go away with it. That technicality is like, oh, you lucky.
You son of a
10
bitch.
feet, it's like literally 2 feet space between the barrier and where they beat the guy out. I was like, oh, you were. You were so lucky on that one.
Again, I feel like if you beat the shit out of somebody that's abusing you, like your daughter, they shouldn't be allowed to send you to jail. Even if you kill the guy, you should be allowed to rock up to his door with a shotgun, blast both his kneecaps out, and then take his skull as a trophy, and you still can't go to jail.
Right, we'll switch to the next video.
Come on, man.
Right.
There you go.
In front.
You want back in your comfy spot, are you? You want back in your comfy spot? I say, they didn't show the bit where the guy says the stupid in the last video, so I want in this video because he said something really fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah, give it licks.
It's either over here or Doc that says something really fucking stupid, and it's hilarious.
So, this is actually the CoffeeZilla one, Coffee Void.
Voidzilla.
Voidzilla is the channel for this one. And this is why he does most of his live streams from this one.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
But the other one's more catered videos.
A lot of the videos on Voidzilla as well, it's like follow-ups to videos he's like done. Where it's like, oh, there was like a development that wasn't big enough to do a full live.
Because I think we're going to try to do some static videos, but I think we'll have to build a second channel for that one.
Yeah.
Because the way analytics work is if you do live streams and try to mix the try and go after what you do more stuff.
YouTube doesn't like it when you try to do both.
Yeah, so I think we'll try and keep like this particular one as
mostly live.
Live, and we'll just set another channel for like our static videos or gaming videos type thing.
Yeah. It's like I've already got one set up for doing like solo content when I get down to actually doing any solo content, but so I've got plans for a bunch of solo.
So do
content.
I, but
just keep not bothering.
I do have my own channel.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, which is
I set up a brand new one, like special as a Vegas YouTube channel.
I think this one I've got set up actually does have like gaming content on it.
Yeah.
With what I'm using now, to be honest, because I bought Prime on it, and I had adverts.
I mean that's fair. You mean premium, but
premium, yeah. You know, so we'll play putting some content gameplay on that one rather than on the Prime channel. Problem mine is, I mean, unlike you, for your system, you have to fuck around to OBS and change all the fucking cat codes, what I fucking do.
To be fair, I've already done that, so.
Yeah, I've got to keep changing my...
For the longest time, mine was still, like, from when I was doing the recording side of the show. And like the, 2 attempts I did at streaming it before I went, nah, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it now, like, your system can handle it.
It both like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it was mostly my Wi-Fi saying fuck no, but like...
That reminds us when you talk about when we're going to stream.
I know, because you said yesterday. Yes. I know the Wi-Fi's up for the no. You mentioned several months ago.
Well, I got the email yesterday with my new bill.
Right.
Saying it's our last month and next month's going to be... Expensive, yeah.
Fair. Let's get that sorted sooner than later is what you're saying.
Basically find one that both works here and...
Up there.
Up there.
Yeah.
So just do a transfer.
that makes sense. My best bet would be to like get hold of Mother Goose and ask who she's with Wi-Fi wise, and then compare.
I don't.
Like look at their price plan.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably our best bet. Because I'm assuming Mother Goose probably went with like the cheapest.
Not necessarily. No, I told you she went with Sky.
Sky.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look at Sky first and see how they.
Oh, it's 50 quid.
That's not bad.
And that, but that's if you get the TV package on that one. Problem is that we don't have a TV in this house.
Yeah.
Neither of us use a TV.
I have TV. It broke.
Yeah,
broke
you dropped
TV.
it.
I dropped the TV.
Yeah, we don't watch it though.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we do tend to have a TV. It's like on our wall.
Yeah.
And that.
You can plug a Skybox into that.
Yeah, it's HDMI.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool.
The HDMI is to switch over using the thing.
I think Sky lets you do a broadband package like slightly cheaper without the TV. I think
standard.
they're okay with that.
No, you guys still got the standard puck.
Even so, I feel like if we ask, they'd probably do us a deal.
I mean, what I generally do with most of my internet packages, I take out the landline.
Yeah,
So
I do the same. So I don't use a landline.
Yeah.
Like they're.
I haven't used a landline since like 2005, I think.
I stopped having a landline when I started paying for my Wi-Fi. When I took over Wi-Fi payments. When I was
No, I had everything because I had everything with my mom's house. I had the fucking like one of them signal box of things.
Yeah, nah.
Which requires a landline.
No, I got rid of mine. Like, cause I got the adapter and everything. Cause I still had one of those for a while. Got the adapter and that when I was like 17. Like, I started paying the Wi-Fi bill and I was like, yeah, I'm sick of fucking cold callers.
Yeah.
Calling my house, so I've unplugged my house phone. I've lobbed it into a box that it will never escape from.
Probably get cold calls on your phone, more phones now.
Yeah, I literally phoned up like my Wi-Fi company. I was like, look, I don't have a house phone anymore. This is why I don't have a house phone. Can you please take the landline? I refuse to pay a tenner every month for something I'm not fucking using. And they're like, yes, no, not a problem, sir. Like,
But I try to say, are you sure you don't want that? Because you see, after your age, like,
yeah.
Are you sure you don't need a landline? No, I don't. I've got more fucking phone. Are you positive? I mean, you know, listen, child, on this phone. I was alive when the mobile phone came into the market.
Yeah.
So fuck you. I've been using how long you've been alive. So piss off. You condescending little cunt.
So I just tell them, just like, look, I've got a mobile phone. Everyone I would ever need to contact also owns a mobile phone.
Yeah.
I make sure of that. Like.
And realistically, I mean, I'm paying 15 quid a month on my mobile phone plan.
That's not bad.
And I get like unlimited minutes, unlimited text, and 25 gigs of data.
See, I essentially, I pay for my mum's Wi-Fi and she pays for my phone. That's kind of like the deal we've got going.
Yeah.
We're like, because I think there's like a tenner between the two. I think my phone's like 40 and the Wi-Fi is like 45. So.
Switches. Full behind it. Well, I did last night, and let me just say, it didn't go very well.
I have questions. I have questions. I've raised my hand. Hey guys.
What coffeezilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Profiting from the rug pull, I think it's relevant.
We didn't pull a rug. I don't know.
You pulled a rug.
Yeah, you just rug pulled hard and it's funny.
Sorry, it wasn't much of a rug pull. It was like one of those magic tricks where you make the cloth and the bench and you went, things are still standing, see?
Yeah, it's a cloth pull, yeah.
Yeah.
That's called
Are you not gonna let me talk?
No, rug pull's like, rug pull's more like aggressive, that was like more like sleight of hand trying to sleight hand it.
Unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability. And
Well, no, it wasn't. It was a
It's
bull.
called a rug pull, it's just a reference to the statement, like, oh, they pulled the rug out from under your feet.
Yeah. But to be honest, it wasn't even a rug pull, it was basically just a bulldozer.
Yeah, so a rug pull.
I want to start with the big tweet that kind of set it all off.
Because a cloth pull requires some finesse.
Yeah, bit of like showmanship.
Yeah,
Even
a
a
rug
rug
pull doesn't, you just fucking dump a bit.
Even a rug pull, quite like what they did was they basically put like a scoured scam on like a Mack truck and just ran the fans over with it.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
And they're still defending it.
Yeah, because they're idiots.
They were after a team, but the defender said, no, she didn't know, just blessed, it's not.
You tried to do that.
I do to some degree, because I think she's generally an idiot. To be honest.
I mean, yeah, she is, but also,
I've heard her talk.
that doesn't excuse her fuckery.
I've heard her talk and looked at some of her content the day, and it's like, oh, damn it, retard.
Yeah.
I can't bully that. But, like, well, unfortunately, though, Doc Hollywood, I can very much well bully because he's involved in the cryptosphere quite a bit.
Oh. Got your ear.
You try to eat my dog's ear.
Yes.
I would really just go hardcore to that chair at some point.
At some point, yeah. I keep thinking I'm going to, then it catches, and I'm like, oh.
There's a screw that reduced like the lean on it.
Ah.
But I haven't figured out how to work it yet.
Yeah, it's fine. I like the lean. I like the lounge.
Economics here. Along with this response, the team hasn't sold one token,
your ear.
and then they post obviously a.
You're happy now. You're going back to like your king position.
Yeah,
did not
he's very
have
happy
to
with this
pay. You
slap.
can see on the bot side there's nothing, and then on the sold side they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens? Well, you were an insider, right? And I just want to show you exactly how the Hawk Tua team is sort of lying by omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token. And that's because they pre-sold the tokens, guys. They sold them to a bunch of investors with a pre-sale.
Yeah, like 10 watts on 90% of the
Those
coins.
people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her
All of them
tokenomics
immediately
here.
dumped.
It says Haley's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked immediately on token generation event.
Yes,
Now I spoke
that's
to
probably
some-
like 70%, which was the general crap that the public could get. The theory of how it's supposed to have worked.
No, the 70% is the pre-sales.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the pre-sale ones.
70% was pre-sale.
Yeah, the
The,
pre-event.
the market value crashed by 14%
Mhm.
day one, like minute one, meaning 14% of the coins that were available, like that like basically were giving value, which was those pre-sale tokens. 14% of that, like of them,
Yeah, went
gone. 14% of the overall market value suddenly flooded back into the market. So 14% of that of the total 70%, 14% of the overall market gone.
You know, videos will probably want to say that we do have ADHD.
Yes, we probably should start.
You're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens. So it is essentially
I
a
must be
lie to say
putting more. I thought people they put more specific titles in. What we're doing.
Yeah.
Has increased our viewership quite well.
It has, yes.
I think we're starting on.
Yeah, I think we're onto something.
For 2 years.
I think what I might do is I might edit the desk overlay we've got and put a sign on that saying like warning ADHD zone.
Yeah.
Like.
Hey, her team didn't sell tokens. Well, they
But I think we put on our
pre-sold
opening
them,
card. To be honest.
and those investors
Yeah, that would work to do an
dumped
opening card for it.
on your fans.
I'll
That's
do both.
The problem.
I'll do both.
Because Bubble Map says we found 285 investors join the Hawk pre-sale. That's about what I saw as well. 89 wallets sold.
Yeah,
100%.
about See, my math's about right. About 14% overall.
Anyway, you can see in total, $3.3 million were sold. Again, as you'll see, on mostly Haley Welsh's fans,
Fuck.
Hawk Tua Girl
What the fuck was
fans,
that?
and I know what
Random
you're
muscle
thinking.
spasm.
Who falls for this?
Oh.
Well, unfortunately,
Thought you'd
with
been
situations
stabbed
like
off.
this,
I thought a
they're
mosquito
not
got you.
targeting crypto
No, it's a
growth.
damaged nerve ending to
They're
PA
mostly
sends random
targeting,
sends
like
signals
actual
to
fans
muscle that's not
who've
supposed to be
never been
used
involved
for anything
in,
fully.
the crypto space before. They don't know any better, and you're going to hear the guy behind a lot of this say that explicitly.
These are people that are outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding, and
Yeah.
They doesn't want. If you're starting with crypto, you don't want normal trucker folks to get involved in them.
No, correction. If you're gonna do a long-term crypto project that's
Yeah.
actually gonna be a valuable commodity on the crypto market, you don't want to aim for non-crypto people.
Yes.
If you're doing a rug
Rug
pull,
pull,
on the
yeah.
other hand, they're exactly who you want.
Yes.
Because they're the ones who are gonna fucking fall for it.
Mm-hmm. Or anyone with a functioning brain cell.
Yes.
To be honest. Well, they might have functioning brain cells, but they're more geared towards breathing or zoomies.
Yeah. They have 2 whole brain cells left, and both of them are fighting for 3rd place. That's the motherfuckers you aim for.
Yeah. And they're losing that fight for 3rd place.
Yes.
they don't
To an air
They
pocket.
don't even know what a market cap
Yeah.
is. They just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join the community. Cool, done.
Not only did they say it, they sold it in a pitch deck. You can see the Hawk deck here. Massive onboarding event. Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought of, oh, well, you know, if you buy...
Again, that doesn't sound like her. That's not kind of...
No, it's very much a marketing department that's wrote that.
Yeah, because, you know, we've heard her speak and how she talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... No. No. I mean, for one thing, there's like words with like 3 syllables in there.
Yeah. That's a little beyond what Haley can really do.
Yeah.
The hillbilly hick chuck the fuck she be.
I mean, I tried to work out to actually pass high school.
Mm.
At some point, I'm wondering if I should pass preschool, to be honest.
carefully. It's America, so it's not hard.
No, I don't think she attended.
Again, it's America. It's not hard to pass their school system.
I guess multiple choice questions.
Yeah, like, that's not the SATs aren't shit. They're easy.
Bought this, you deserve to get scammed. Okay, fine, but a lot of the people who bought it had never bought crypto before. They were targeting those people. They said as much in our call. Now, the other part of this scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly is the fee scam, okay? When this launched...
You still hate this one.
I really do, because like 15%.
Yeah, because you go right.
From your dynamic fee between 0.15 to full 15.
Yeah, with a 1% overrun.
Right, and then the protocol fee at 20%. Yeah, okay, 20% of your dynamic fee being your protocol fee. That's standard. 15% fucking dynamic fee on the other hand.
Which only lasts for one.
Ungodly.
Which only lasted for 1 day.
Yeah.
So
and
they're
it's
trying.
immediately gone back down to 1%, which is a fairly standard
No,
rate.
current 1%. Because what the idea behind this one was, if I remember correctly, is the more is it's supposed to stay low because people want people on the coins for the pre-sale. Then as more people try to snipe the coins in,
yes,
they're supposed to go to the max amount to basically try to deter them. So
yes,
those might like get £2 million value of coins.
Yes,
they don't risk going to get £1 million trying something like dumping too early.
Yes,
but the problem is, like I say, if you're going to plan on doing that,
the problem with that is the dynamic fee doesn't just apply to buying; it also applies to sells.
Yes. No,
which again,
but,
as I already explained, between your dynamic fee, your protocol fee, and then income tax at the end, you're losing your entire fucking profit margin entirely to the dynamic fee.
What's worse though with the direct fee though was it only lasted for a single day.
Yes.
So you're trying to stop snipers killing your currency and doing a rug pull.
Yeah.
You do that for like over like what, a month, 2 months?
That, yeah. What they've actually done is they've done that to stop snipers coming in to benefit from the rug pool.
They
can benefit more from the rug pool.
Yeah, because basically her friend sold the coin, paid the fee to her. It's like, well, here's your little transaction fee. Well, I've sold no coins.
Yeah.
My friend.
That we didn't pay for.
Yeah.
That we got for free.
You know.
They have 15% fees on trading. They said that this was to
again though,
stop
right?
sniper.
That whole setup again. I don't think Haley has the brain cells to pull that kind of. Because I'm quite into a lot of like tax run and actual crypto marketing runs.
Yeah.
Which I don't think she has. Now Doc Hollywood.
Yeah. Doc Hollywood definitely has that info. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's had his things in quite a few.
A lot of pies. Again, I think this is his first time being a figurehead on one of these kind of crypto.
He's definitely been on the side of the business.
He's been in the backdrop on a couple ones. Like, his name's come up before in a few.
I think
crypto market fuckeries.
Because one was the KSI one.
I believe he was loosely affiliated with that. Yes.
The KSI and the Save the Children Foundation.
Yeah.
I think.
He was loosely involved with Save the Children coin.
Yeah.
He was involved with that. I don't remember how much involvement, but I remember his name was brought up during that.
I think about I think you think dumped $1 million out of it.
I think so. Yeah, something like that.
Because basically they found over from what I've reached him. It's basically think he's latched on like a new meme coin.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gets in the ground floor a bit, like early investor.
He's basically known to like, especially like guys like me, as like, if a new meme coin drops and his name gets mentioned,
yeah, run away.
Yeah, avoid it. Go nowhere the fuck near it because it's gonna crash immediately.
Or that Oliver guy.
Yeah, Oliver's another one that's like that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of guys like that where like, if a new meme coin's been announced and like their names are attached, you fucking leave it
for a lot
alone.
of this rug pull. But what it means is they benefited the entire way. You can see in 24 hours, they made almost $2 million from this fee. Meanwhile, on Dex Screener, you can see the sniper, which is the #1 trader on this coin. They made about $1.3 million in their total profits and loss. So they actually made less in total profits, this sniper that ruined the project, than the team made on fees. I, of course, asked who benefited. Did Hawk to a Girl make the money? Who made the money?
I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen.
Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the problem.
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? We're
gonna keep commenting. We're gonna try to run this one as long as I can before I have to stop and comment.
Yeah,
because it's important to hear this full about.
More importantly, if I remember rightly, the bit I really want to talk about is about to happen. If I remember my timing rightly.
Like I said, this next section you really hear like in its full.
Yeah.
Rather than us keep something coming. We're coming afterwards, but we really hear it in full.
Made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteor Pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
Does she own all of it?
CoffeeZilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns it.
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands?
There it is.
Yeah.
Directors, you think this?
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Did we catch that? Did we all catch it happen?
I did, yeah.
Did you hear? For those who didn't hear that, I'll reiterate the statement for you. Do you know how much it costs to pay lawyer fees to set up foundations in the Cayman Islands?
Yeah.
Do you know how expensive tax evasion is? Do you have any idea how expensive it is to commit a felony?
Yeah. I mean, I would go with Liechtenstein instead myself, personally.
Like...
Because, I would go with Liechtenstein because the Americans can get information out of Caymans.
They can, yeah.
They can get fuck all out of Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein doesn't fuck around with anyone. But like, still...
I mean, if you and your bank secret...
How fucking stupid do you have to be to admit to putting your fucking business fund in the Cayman Islands?
Let's say if you're
for tax evasion.
If you're an evil genius and you want to hide your cash, Liechtenstein, because no matter who they are, what word they have, unless they turn off the goddamn army, they are not getting that info. Will you stop eating my dog's face?
No, it's funny.
Stuff pays for itself.
Dog.
You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of
18 people is very small, mate.
It's very small for a crypto team, yeah.
Because like say an average you have like 20 odd programmers
like
run the blockchain.
About 20 programmers.
Then you got the dev, then you got the overhead dev on top, then you've got the sub processors on top of that one. You know, it's a lot of effort. My dog's violated.
He's been hugged.
Yeah, he's got the feeling like I've been violated.
Oh. I stole your ear, bitch.
The licking war. This is why this war is going on between you two.
Yes.
This is your revenge part, is it?
Yes. Because I know that just like me, Alfie's a little autistic and doesn't like hugs.
We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
So hang on, how can we have foundation if you own zero of it?
Yes. Yes.
Because remember correctly, foundation like this.
Yes.
Foundations are cooperative.
Yes, they're usually a cooperative set where
now again
everyone has roughly equal shares, so at the end payout everyone gets a roughly.
Now again, I'm not accusing Haley herself of being the scammer, because I believe she has the mental acuity of a pineapple.
Yes, like because there's two versions of a foundation, like business wise that I'm familiar with. We've got like charity style foundations.
Yeah, which is
where,
a trustee type stuff.
Yes.
Where no one actually owns anything. We've got a trustee who like files requests and hand out requests that way.
And then you've got like a business foundation, which is basically America's response to cooperatives, where it's essentially
cooperatives / unions.
Yeah, like everyone that's involved basically, like you pay in. Say like it's a project that needs $1 million to get off the ground, right? You'd have say investor 1, he's gonna upfront 500k, right?
Yeah.
So he gets 50%, right? And then you got investor 2, he's gonna do 250, right? He's got 250,000, so he's gonna get 25%.
Yeah.
Because he's put in a quarter of the needed funds, so he gets a quarter ownership, and then the last 25% gets spread out between, like 3 4 other guys who get so much.
This is different from what's called diverse investmenting, where the company goes public and sells investment to a board. It's a different thing entirely to that one because that's more of.
Basically, it's the difference is with a foundation is it's done before like the business actually starts, it's basically a group of investors who have different income levels coming together to set up versus...
Different with the foundation is, although a single person can own like a large chunk of like Haley can have 50% of it.
Yes, because a good example of what's technically a foundation is TKO.
Yes.
The company TKO, because they're a slightly different version of a foundation, but similar at the same time.
I think
it's owned by WWE, UFC, and another company I can't remember the fucking name of. Basically, it's it used to be Vince McMahon. It's now Triple H / Paul Levesque, Dana White, and
but then the main difference between a
Nick Canny's called.
I think the difference between a foundation and like investment run is like most companies have invested. You have the board, and the board runs with the head.
Yeah.
So the foundation you have was technically a trustee.
Yes.
Or trustee committee, which then makes a decision that technically the trustees don't own anything.
Yes.
But they you hire them responsible to like saying, right, this money's in, we need this. I get this fund's like running costs, and everything else gets spread out.
Yeah, basically investors don't do anything other than put the money in.
Yeah.
But they all, like each one has a set representative that sits on their behalf running the business.
Or they agreed on who the trustee is going to be.
Yes, or they'll pre-agree, like, right, we're going to set this business up and Dave is going to run it.
Hence why Dr. Hollywood's trying to say that Haley doesn't own the foundation.
Yes.
Because technically the trustee, theoretically, it's in his name, not the... It's a weird how foundations work.
Which means he's still explaining it wrong, so that means Haley is an owner because she's an investor, and he's the trustee, would be...
Yes, which still it's...
Because you can't be an investor who's going to get an end payout and be a trustee.
But with foundation...
It's a conflict of interest.
Another way foundation thing is basically is like Virgin own like several shell companies who then buy diverse another shell companies.
Yeah.
So the shell companies technically the shell company owns the stock, but technically the head person is still Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a conglomerate of companies with both shell company, use that shell company to diversify.
Yeah, to buy like other bets and other like businesses where they want to get some money from this business, but they're not confident
taxes
with it yet. So they'll set up that with you say avoid taxes. That's what they actually use it for. I'm explaining what they're supposed to use it for.
Yeah, it's supposed to use like, a shell company is supposed to be like a company in progress where they want to create land for. Yeah,
it's basically like, the way you're supposed to use a shell company for like what they're intended for is basically like you can use it like says like basically a secret pseudonym company.
Yes.
Where like you basically use it to like say like you want to build a new office somewhere. Mm-hmm. But like because you've got a big company, so you're gonna get charged more for that land than other people would.
Yeah.
You set up a shell company that doesn't actually do anything.
Or buy another business
buy it in their name and then have that shell company sell to your main company. So you basically you get a better deal on land. You can also use shell companies to do. Again, like say like you're running like Virgin Media.
That's what takeovers usually use it for.
They use them a lot for that too, but again they're not supposed to. Like again, say you're on like Virgin Media and you're used to like TV, internet, that kind of business, but you want to get into say doing, I don't know, you want to you want to get into like oil plants, right?
Yeah.
You want to buy some Saudi Arabian oil fields and get into making oil, but you don't know what you're doing with that, and so obviously if you fuck it up, you don't want that attached to your main business. Brand. You set up a shell company. The shell company does it. Mm-hmm. Like you're still doing it, but you're doing it under a different company name. And then if it goes well, you transfer it into your main company name, or just make it more known that this company is owned by.
Yeah, basically shell companies are a buffer zone between you and whatever you're doing at the other end.
It's basically
especially if it's risky.
Yeah, it's basically an anonymity shield of we don't want people to know we're involved with this in case it doesn't pan out well because that'll damage our business reputation. That's what they're supposed to be used for.
Yeah.
Legally speaking, that's what they're intended for. In practice, however, they're often just used to do tax evasion.
A foundation is basically similar to a shell company where you're shielded from backlash because the foundation gets sued. And well, I'm not in charge of that foundation, the trustee is.
Yeah, so it's the trustee that gets fucked.
Yeah, it's a shell game basically.
I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way,
yes, that's it. He said there.
Yeah,
foundation pays people out.
Yeah, so who are those people that are going to get paid out? That's the fucking question, you chocolate fuck.
Yeah, that's what he wants to know. I guess so people say like, this guy dodges the question so hard.
He does.
He's tried his best to like swing round it, barrier. It's like technically it's a trustee. It's a, we no one actually owns anything. Yes, but who gets paid out at the end of the day, motherfucker? That's what I'm interested in.
Like, who's making that money? Where's that money going?
Who has the lettuce?
You know, his pocket's getting lined next month. That's the question here.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly they have 18 people working on the Hawk to a meme token. So
For context
I don't know
as
if
well,
that's
all
true.
18 people will get
but
an
that's
equal share of that $1.8 million. That's still 100k each.
Yes.
Just for anyone curious.
Well, 1.9 million.
So about 100.
Because
1.25, give or take.
Because I think it's technically it's like 1,977,000.
So about 110k each. Give or
Yeah.
take.
Still a chunk of change.
Oh fuck yeah. That's most like big CEOs' yearly salary.
Well, put 100,000 puts in the top 1%ers.
Yeah. That's caviar money, baby.
Considering the average salary worker in America is about 40 grand. In England, it's about like 29,000.
28 to 30.
Yeah, for the average, for what's called middle class area, which a lot of people assume the breadline is for some reason.
At least what they're claiming. Now, the last thing I need to say before we jump into this context that you need is that there are 4 groups to look out for here. 1, you have Hawk to a girl who is promoting this thing. 2, you have this guy Doc Hollywood who is like Howie Mandel's like son-in-law or something like that. Like he's this guy who has some crypto, and you have the guy.
I fell.
A lot of people are, or maybe she's making show to 15 minutes before they let anyone up. So I was extremely frustrated by the time I got up. I think you'll hear a little bit of that in my
Yeah,
voice.
that's pretty
Not only
important thing we
that,
need to cover
there's
this one.
dog
And that for this.
Yes.
It's
Is that your way of saying you're getting sleepy?
I'm getting very sleepy.
You're getting EP. Oh,
I didn't get much sleep the last fucking yesterday either.
Yeah, you didn't. No, you did get screwed yesterday, but
But
it was
yeah,
for today too, in fairness. But that was less of a sleep screwing. But
not even then. I took about 3 hours of decent sleep last night.
Yeah.
So I woke up, checked my phone, I was like, it's 4 a.m. I was like, you mother.
Yeah, because I heard you getting up as I'd just gone to bed, and I was like, he's getting up a bit early. Huh.
So I checked my phone, I was like, oh, you bastard.
Yeah.
When I lay back down, I checked my phone again. I'm awake from my. Why am I awake from my alarm?
Yeah, 'cause I think it was about 3:30, 4:45 when I went to sleep. I think I'd been led in bed like maybe 5 minutes when I heard you getting up, and I was like, oh, he's getting up early.
One thing we're going to get Vegas to do is you're going to play that Scars Above.
Yes.
And give an independent review, because I do quite enjoy it as a game.
Yeah, I'm more than
Wasn't
happy
the best
to
game
get
in the world,
that
but
done. So we're not doing the show tomorrow, are we? So we've got that engagement.
no, we're not.
Yeah, it's a Christmas engagement, isn't it? Tomorrow.
No,
or is it
really.
just a general engagement?
Just general engagement.
General engagement. So we've got that going on tomorrow. So
Yeah.
back on Sunday.
Sunday, which we're going to do the detective game.
Yeah, we're going to do Shadows of Doubt.
Yeah. We'll run that.
Yes.
Because
I won't lie, it's going to be my game of the year this year. It's getting game of the year off me this year. Spoilers.
Monday, we're busy Monday.
Yeah, we're very busy Monday.
Tuesday we're not busy, but it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Might do a
Wednesday's
quick.
Christmas Day.
So I might do a quick stream
we're-
on you and
Christmas Eve.
and Christmas Eve.
Because we're out Christmas Day.
Not Christmas Day.
I'm out Boxing
You're
Day.
out Boxing Day. Oh, you're out for 2 days, like 1 day or 3 days. Because people ask me if you're out for 3 days.
No, I'm at worst it'll be like a day and a half.
Yeah.
So you drop me at my cousin's, and
Yeah.
then depending on what time me and my cousin get back from our Boxing Day adventure, I'll like one of 3 things will happen. I'll either phone you for a lift, I'll talk my cousin to giving me a lift here, or if it's very late, I'll crash on my Uncle Andy's couch, and one of the previously 2 mentioned scenarios will happen the following day.
You know, divert like 5 inches.
Yeah. If I can talk him into it, I'll just get dropped off here. If not, I'll phone you. And if I don't phone you and get dropped off, I might phone you the day after Boxing Day to be like, hey, I had to crash on my uncle's couch. Can I get a lift, please? My cousin's at work. Because I don't know if my cousin's working the day after Boxing Day or not, so I'm pushing my luck. These are things I should probably find out.
Yeah.
But I like living dangerously, so my plan is to make shit up as I go along.
So
And, yeah.
that's our plan. Like, they don't stream. We might stream New Year's.
I'm down to do a New Year's stream.
I know people try and get me to go out drinking for New Year's, but again, my dog and fireworks.
Yeah, and also, we don't like. Well, I don't like those people, so I'm not going. You can go, but I'm not going.
But
I refuse.
That's our current schedule for now. Things are always subject to change for us.
Yes.
Because, like, say,
Cause we're like the normal show's supposed to happen on like a Friday, and sometimes Friday comes and I just go, oh, I can't be fucked. We're doing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We do it on a Saturday. Or sometimes like Saturday comes and I still can't be fucked. We move it to Sunday.
because what we're planning for like next year is we're going to take more time to this.
Yes.
And like I say, what I want to try and do is react to current events as we find them.
Yeah.
Because yes, we're going to do a bit of quick stream on Monday. Actually, we were.
Were we?
Yeah, because we're going to cover the Israel problem.
Yeah.
That came out.
I think if we do that next. When? Thursday? Wednesday? Thursday?
Tell me,
Tuesday?
do something for stop playing the game.
Yeah, we could do it quickly before we do the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
It's going to be a very short bitch of this one because it's a bitch.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
And that puts it a week after the event at that point. So it'll be less like hyperbolic at that point.
Yeah, and there'll be probably a bit more info about by then as well.
Oh, it's not tracked.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've checked. There's not much more info.
Weird.
Yeah, they keep it very
quiet.
Yeah. So, people, that's the end of tonight's show. If you want to let's dive into more scam shit or scamming in general, because there's a few.
There's been a good few scams this year.
What's his name? Brown. The guy who does the hacking of the call centers.
I have no clue, mate.
I
know who you mean, but I've not a clue.
Yeah, I've got him linked. I've got him actually saved in my list. So, because I might cover some of the stuff he does, because he's brutal.
He does do some good content.
Yeah.
So if you want us to cover more stuff like this, give us a like, a comment, subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
I hate myself. Turn on the notification bell, and all that pish that YouTube sellouts have to do. Like and comment and subscribe and share. Share us on Twitter and
Not Twitter.
Instagram.
Not Twitter.
And TikTok. And share.
No, do not put us on TikTok, please.
Share links via private messages and posts and whatnot to people who you think might like us or people you hate.
If you actually want to talk to us, join our Discord.
Yeah, or don't. That's up to you.
Join our Discord because that's where we spend most of our time.
No, because if they join our Discord, that means I have to deal with the public, and don't want to deal with the public. That's the worst bit of this job is dealing with the general public. You're all arseholes, just like me, and I don't like it.
Anyway, good night and good luck.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you all on the next one.